Hello, everybody, and welcome to the big episode of the No Name Podcast, number 30. That's right, 30. We've made it here for a third of 100, I think. Math bad. Anyway.
That's not right.
That's literally not even it.
Well, I mean, you're listening to someone who hates math do math stuff, so of course it's gonna be wrong.
I always knew you was a masochist, dog.
That's why I fucking passed calculus. And
why didn't you take statistics like a normal boy?
Statistics is for nerds.
Calculus is a man's math.
I was gonna say, just turns out like Jackson Crisp is actually a calculus major.
I can so see that. Watch him dislike the video.
Oh my god, no. I'm sorry. All right, so now that we're starting for this big time step for our podcast, we should introduce ourselves. So go ahead, boys.
Hello, welcome. I have returned. That's right. The self-proclaimed greatest member of the podcast has returned. My name is Baker, and how are all of you doing?
We're doing great and on time. No, I'm just playing.
Not late and gay.
Yo, he's gay!
Like late and gay? Man, it seems like I have no choice in the matter, man. I'll be that.
I think you're gonna say you're gonna commit seppuku.
No. Not when he just got back.
Today on the podcast, Baker commits Sudoku.
Sudoku?
Really?
Wow.
I thought that was deliberate.
Yes.
Like, I thought you meant to say it like that. Like, commit Sudoku. Man, I am awful at this game.
I mean, I don't know, man. You've had conversations with Venom before.
Yeah.
Do you think he's that one? No, it's me, Cosmo Jazz. How's everyone?
All here sitting doing Sudoku.
Damn. You hate to see it.
I'm just teasing Venom. Damn.
Introduce yourself.
Like that.
Oh no! I meant something related to what movie.
Oh, I guess it was just a bad connection because you were like, I didn't hear anything.
No, because I was gonna say something, but then I'm like, never mind. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yes, my return after 2 other episodes of not hearing my voice, and so I'm back. I was contemplating if I was gonna come back this episode, but since I realized that it's 30th, I pass up.
You took time out of your busy schedule of masturbating to anime girls.
I was going to say masturbating to Jax. I mean, you've seen it, right?
God, no.
Although I will say, try to see if you can because you're cutting in and out. It's just a sort of a warning. All right.
Sounds like it got worse.
Yep.
Oh, because I was talking. Quietly, but now I talk higher.
Speak from your diaphragm, son.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your Wi-Fi.
My Wi-Fi is good.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Well,
but anyway,
yeah.
It is I, Venom 87542, and yes, I am back for this one time only.
Yay!
Just that one solitary guy.
Yeah, but now we can hit up the topics, which I'll post again because we've already posted a bunch of memes outside of the way before we started.
Damn.
But the topics include Kombat Cup, including cancellation of LCQ, Top 16, Spawn, etc., etc. Coronavirus closing many events. Thank you, Moopsy. We're going to talk about Final Fantasy VII, the demo for the review of both the classic and the normal playing of it. And Fortnite declining and Epic denial that it's actually dropping as far as receiving money and stuff. And if Warzone could actually be the thing that finally tops it. We're also going to talk about possible guest hosts coming into the fold, as well as if Nintendo adds another Square Enix character, who would we rather have? I'm actually going to add another character to that, but I'm going to add that later. And
go ahead.
And also we're going to do a follow-up to whenever Smash Ultimate Season 2 happens, who do we want for that? Now, what were we going to say, Moops?
Because I was gonna say for that Square, because you can add on to it afterwards. Because I was just gonna say that for the Square Enix thing, it was just when I asked that, it was just meant to be those two choices.
Well, those two choices suck. No.
Must be gay.
Damn, gay. Let's start off with Kombat Cup. Now, before I go off, who other than me and Moopsy has seen stuff for Kombat Cup?
Oh, I've seen it. Didn't see all of it, but I saw what's there to know.
I did hear about Sonic Fox being an asshole like he always is.
What? What did he do this time?
Well, because he beat the crap out of the guy, and then he mercied him, and then.
Oh, you mean the beginning of Kombat Cup?
Oh, okay. I thought it was the end. I thought it was the final.
It wasn't the finals. That was the end. That was the beginning. He did that way early in Kombat Cup. Yeah, they made a big deal out of it because even the commentators were saying, if he loses this, he deserves this completely to lose and to not be out of the tournament. But yeah, no, he didn't. There was no way on earth he was gonna mercy Combat. Ninja Killer. Oh. It was Ninja Killer.
Yeah, he was not gonna mercy Ninja Killer. You mean the flawless block god himself?
Yeah, no, that was not gonna happen.
That dude flawless blocks on accident. He flawless blocks when he feels like it's just like, do I feel like flawless blocking? Yeah, flawless block. Get launched. Hold that.
Yeah, and not only that, but even before that, Ninja Killer was the one who sent them the losers in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be another big L. But no, I had fun when it got to that part. Other than that, who was dying?
Venom, apparently.
I'm trying to stand my microphone.
No, but
all right, I guess.
Let's see. But yeah, didn't it start at 11 o'clock Eastern though? And it went to what, 9 o'clock at night?
Something like that.
It went for a while, dog.
I don't understand how a top 16 goes that long.
Well, if I can muster a guess or anything like that, it's probably because damn near every single game came to final round.
Yep.
Even still, though,
the finalist
16?
rounds. Hey man, I don't make the rules, baby.
Yeah, definitely that had something to do with it for sure. That's such a long time for a top 16. We would have been done by 8 Blaze Blue tournaments by then.
I think Tekken could have got done faster than that.
There was a part shocking. Where I was asking Jazz about the possibility of if that was maybe one of the reasons why they cut Mortal Kombat 11 from EVO.
For it being so long?
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to think of how long the finals were back last EVO. I don't feel like they were that long.
No, because they fit Mortal Kombat in on a Sunday, and then even then they still had some stuff happen after that. Mm-hmm. Wait, no,
it
was on Saturday. Yeah,
it was a Saturday, and I'm like, okay,
yeah,
because people were having their disagreements about whether it should have been there to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Like, because Mortal Kombat was new and fresh at the time, so it's just like, why is this brand new, fresh game being delegated to like a backseat place like Saturday?
I mean, in my opinion, after Tekken and Sam Show and even now with Grand Blue, I feel like that argument's kind of moot at this point.
It is to an extent until you really put into the fact of what was on Sunday, which was the Blaze Blue Cross Tag game. It's like, did that really deserve the Sunday spot?
No, you could definitely switch them around, but what I'm saying though, like, because the only thing I'm sort of like arguing for is the whole like not allowing a game when it's like relatively new. Because like other games have done it before they're even out.
Yeah.
I was about to say like what's the game on Sunday? It's that Blaze Blue Cross Tag game. You mean Blaze Blue Cross Tag? yeah, that one.
But I would even argue on that point, the Moopsie, that it's still Mortal Kombat, probably one of the best-selling IP fighters of all time. Still at that time. Now you can make it out to a whole different argument, but at the time, I feel like that would have held a lot more weight.
Because like I'm just saying like it would be like for the inclusion. I'm not saying like against, but I mean I kind of get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the one thing that you gentlemen forgot about. It did not represent the core values.
God damn it.
Hey, he's not gonna miss his opportunities anymore. Not after last year.
That's just true. But no, it's very interesting how long this was. But the good thing is that they did the trailers, even though there was one trailer that had nothing to do with Mortal Kombat on there. They did the trailers before the end of the event was really over, which is something I'm for.
Well, yeah, they say the reveal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right before grand finals, which is always how it should have been.
Yeah, because nobody wants to wait all that time, like literally as long as they were for reveals.
Wait a minute. You were against it being right before grand finals or for it?
Oh, like before grand finals, yeah. I'm good for that. I mean, like if it was like after the fact.
Oh, if it was, here's your winner. It's just like, all right, you won. You guys want a trailer? No, I want to go home.
Yeah, exactly. Like that would have been like a real problem, especially because of the whole LCQ. Nobody was even in there. Like, come on.
Yeah. No, I got work.
Just get it over with.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I totally see what you mean. Yeah. Hey man, what can you do? They make the rules over there, not us.
Yep.
But I mean, I do kind of wish that they did this way beforehand.
What do you mean?
Like the whole like canceling LCQ thing.
Oh yeah, because a lot of people were pissed about that, as they should be.
Yeah, I mean they're already there. They're ready to go. And by the way, this thing's canceled. And you can't even come to the actual event you were coming for. Bye!
Yeah, like I remember I saw some tweets where people were saying like, well, I flew all the way to Chicago just to not see Mortal Kombat 11 live.
Yeah,
Nazis is coming.
Are you a Nazi?
I see nothing.
Dr. Sleeve.
Go home.
You're drunk. Go home.
But like, it wasn't even the fact of like people in the U.S. traveling that was like big for me. It was the fact that like you have people all the way in fucking France literally coming for this, and they have literally nothing to do now.
It's like they've got Soul Calibur.
I mean, that's kind of irrelevant to this thing, but okay.
I know.
It's like that's not even in the same atmosphere, except for the fighting games. But okay,
like, I know what I said.
As long as you do.
I know what I meant.
no. Let me be frank on that one though, saying I get why it happened. It's just the timing was completely off.
Yeah, it's just like, man, just a terrible, terrible time.
Is that Sans music I hear?
You hear Sans music?
Yo, go home. I'm sick of you already.
No, but despite that though, we got to see Spawn.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Spawn, everyone?
He's still not going to make Mortal Kombat 11 a good game to play. All he's going to do is just bring hype to it. He looks great. He looks damn good. You know the sad part about it is I want whoever came up, the band that made the music that went with the trailer, I'm more excited about their album coming out than playing Spawn.
Sad? I'm the same way.
I've been trying to look for that song.
It's not out yet. It's not coming out till like the 24th of April. Because I know I've heard of the band before. I was gonna build up to it, Jess.
No, I'm gonna break it down.
No, you monster. But yeah, because and like their new album's not coming out to the 24th. I was hoping that it would at least be like one of the full songs that they release before the album comes out. No such luck.
Yeah.
But yeah, that like because I even like if you've seen Jazz's, damn it, Eddie.
Sorry, phone rung. Can't help that.
But because if you've seen Jazz's reaction to the Spawn trailer, like I remember fucking like seeing it and thinking like, shit, man, imagine if Mick Gordon actually did the music for Mortal Kombat. That would be so amazing. And this would be an example of it.
Well, at least he's doing the music for Doom.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a mixed bag when it comes to him working on Doom. Like I love his music, don't get me wrong, but it's like I remember I need to find the article again, but there was an article that said that like yes, he gets to work on it, but he's not allowed to make heavy metal music for the game.
What?
You know the. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Venom.
I was gonna say. I mean, like, well, to be fair, if he was in charge of the whole Doom soundtrack, it would just it would just be nothing but Cinder's theme, Killer Instinct.
I disagree with that.
I was gonna say
I disagree with that too.
I was gonna say like to the people that aren't initiated in heavy metal, I could see that being their thought process.
Not the fact that I don't know if y'all saw the TV spot trailer for Doom. But yeah, there's probably a good reason why he should have been the entire the thing on it, because that thing has so many dislikes just on the music alone.
What?
Oh yeah, it's really bad how many dislikes that thing has.
For the commercial for Doom Eternal?
Yeah, the TV spot. It literally has like a bunch of dislikes.
I'll have to watch it after.
I kind of want to watch it, but I think it was like after they showed the what's their names, the summoner, I think that it's called, I forget. Basically the guy with the fire hand, because that narrows it down.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
It's been ages since I played Doom 2.
It's gotten way more dislikes now.
Shit, really?
It has 6,000 likes, 67,000 dislikes.
God, why is it so bad?
It's because it's kind of a rappy kind of thing. Where it's like a rapper.
No.
Yeah.
Why do you have to rap? Not everything needs rap, goddammit.
And even then, it's like I'm not gonna sit here and say it's impossible, but like pick your song right, for God's sake.
It's like the same thing with the Mortal Kombat trailers since X.
I was just about to say, yeah.
Hold the fuck up. Screw y'all. Wiz Khalifa was not that bad. Y'all are hating.
The song,
I'm indifferent to that one.
The song itself might not be bad, but it I guess the real question is, does it fit?
Oh, it sure as hell doesn't fit.
That's the problem.
But I'd say Wiz Khalifa was a better fit than 21 Savage at the time.
Now this I can agree with.
At the time.
I can
Hell,
100% agree with this one.
Hell, the TV spot for MKX was better because they used freaking Chop Suey by System of a Down, which I felt fit better.
It's all a matter of like if like making two puzzle pieces fit. It's not just like fucking, oh, this is what's popular, or this is the song that like the person cutting the trailer together likes, but just doesn't fucking get that this shit doesn't fit.
Now to be fair, I am indifferent. Reptile at Skrillex made 9 because they used that theme for everything when MK9 was out.
I do not remember those old commercials at all.
I do. Yeah, it kind of got annoying after a while.
Yeah. I just like when the announcer just says rap. That's the only part I like about the song. Other than that, I hate it.
Yeah, but because like that, and that's a case in and unto itself. But ultimately, it's like that's the problem is that like having things fit in sort of to get back on track. And with the Spawn trailer, that shit fucking fit.
Too bad it's not in the game.
Oh my god, no! But like fucking just wait till till the album comes out and people make all those fucking compilations.
I can be your angle and your devil.
But, thoughts on his gameplay though? And has anybody seen the combat cast on it yet?
Not the combat cast. I have seen some videos. I've seen like MK Fire and Ice's arcade play.
I've seen some of it.
I just saw the dialogue in it. Some of them are pretty fire. Pun intended.
There's another thing that I noticed with Spawn coming out too.
What's that?
I saw something that got my attention. There was some fat titties on the internet, but what I noticed was during the character intros, they stopped blurring out curse words.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, what? Why? Why did they do this? And now the ones that were censored, are they going to be uncensored now?
That is a good question, actually, because you do wonder if they like. Of course, they have amazing attention to detail, but it's like one of those things. Like, would they even bother?
Yeah, it's like I think, like I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that.
It's a dumb change because it's a game that's rated M for like massive violence, but God forbid someone drops a fuck bomb.
A fuck bomb would be nice.
On my Christian channel.
I know. Here we go. We're gonna be demonetized.
I'm already blocked in 50 countries.
That sounds like a jazz problem to me.
That's
why I'm bleeping out all of you.
Just like whenever we say a curse word, just have like a sound effect that I make, block it. So just like, what the is that?
But instead of using like an actual bleep, you should use rapper ad libs. So instead of just your regular beep, it's just like, what the are you talking about?
The what? Okay.
You accidentally skeet. It's like, no, that's an actual.
That's
Don't
worse.
use that one.
Or you could use social media pings. You can use a Discord ping. You can use like a Twitter thing. That's a little Twitter. I was like, oh, hey, I have a message. All right.
He's so fucked up.
And the person's looking like, what the fuck? I don't have anything.
I've been lied to.
I didn't even get everyone. No, but back to what I was going to say about Spawn, though. The reason I brought up the combat cast is because he has a mechanic that nobody else has in the game. And the mechanic is that he can stop breakaways with an attack.
What's a breakaway?
Where you use your defensive resources
to avoid damage.
Oh,
it's a mechanic to save you from getting hurt as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one where you get the armor while you're falling down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, that one. Okay, I didn't know what it was called.
Yeah, it's called Breakaway. But yeah, like he had, I think it's like 4-2 or something like that. I forgot the exact notation it was, but if he hits you with it, you get stuck in another combo. Basically, you kind of get reset.
Damn.
That's not cool.
Well, the downside to it is that if he does it and he doesn't like amplify it, and you didn't break away, then he's kind of loses his turn.
That's not enough. Losing your turn ain't enough in Mortal Kombat because you can always just take it back.
Or as Sonic Fox says, just mash, bro.
Yeah. The
And
the
are you
neutral-
and who are you gonna listen to? Are you gonna listen to our trans furry who just won? Is the best Mortal Kombat player in the world right now, or 4 niggas on a podcast?
Hopefully, 4 niggas.
I was about to say 2 of which aren't black.
Whatever. For the situation, you just fall into the group.
I got upgraded.
Welcome, my brother.
All right.
No, but yeah, it's one of those where like you would think it's not that great, but he is on the slower side of fighting. Minus his guns, of course; those are fast as fuck.
Yep.
But he is on the slower side as far as like actual fighting goes, so it kind of does affect his turn in that way. But it is like a mechanic that like could really change things in the matchup. Because unlike a lot of things when it comes to the DLC characters and their cool stuff and whatnot, this is a part of his base form. So he has it in all 3 variations.
Nice.
So it's one of those things was like I kind of wonder if this is going to be a staple going forward for like season 2, whenever that will be, for like other characters to have this mechanic as well. Maybe even giving it to everybody, like the new moves or something.
Right.
Because if it's not, I kind of think, like with you, that's kind of a busted thing for him in a way, especially when you have like a pro player using that to their advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Because like at this point, I feel like you will know more likely when you're going to break away from something. It's like, okay, he's probably going to break away now. Now do it.
Well, that's how the battle worked. It's like if you ever got anyone into a combo at any point, they have their defensive meter. It's like chances are you're going to break away. So what we do is we just do an uppercut, and it's like if they break away, the uppercut does a nice chunk of damage, and it's like, okay, well, I got some damage out of this. If they don't, well, I'll just end the combo early. That we're just gonna go and right back into the loop again.
Exactly. But I do think that's another interesting thing. He also has a lot of parries, actually. I find interesting. But as far as his variations go, there's the normal kind of spawn one you're probably used to with the whole chains and stuff and whatnot. Then there's the one I like to call Spawn 4 because of the Spawn Armageddon game, where it's mainly guns based. And then there's the other one where he has the flight and he has something else that I can't remember.
Is it the stance?
That's what it is, the stance. So those are going to be his basic 3 ranked variations, and then he has a bunch of other stuff you can add to and player stuff. So overall, and honestly, just looking off of what those were, I think they all could be fairly viable, except for maybe the last one, because they were showing like how you could do flight twice in the air, but everybody was apparently having a hard time actually showing the mechanic. So it might be a little harder than, say, Sindel's flight mechanic, which is nobody uses anyway. So I don't know how good that's going to be. But other than that, there was something else about him that I was trying to think of. Well, while I think of this, what are y'all thoughts on it?
If it gets out of hand, they may have to do something drastic.
Like, could you really trust them to do something drastic to fix him, though? They still haven't fixed Jackie.
Yeah,
they gave her a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
They did nerf her like it's like as the combat the as they were talking about Spawn, they had an update that came out, and Jackie pretty much did get a nerf slap on the wrist.
So what is Jackie the new?
It's not like she doesn't have 50 other problems.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say if she was gonna be like Anna from Tekken, or Tekken 7 to be exact.
What? No.
Didn't Joss say there was something wrong with Anna in Tekken 7?
Yeah, it's that she sucks.
Yeah, she sucks balls.
Oh, that's it. I thought it was like.
Well, the problem with
she
Anna.
sucked.
Well, like the problem with Anna is that her hitboxes are all kinds of trash. Like you can do a staple combo, and there is a slight chance it'll drop, even though you did it perfectly.
Sometimes it'll just drop.
And then when it drops for her, you're at a super disadvantage. You're getting launched.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Anna sucks.
Anna players have a hard time. It's just that Jackie players could just do whatever they wanted the entire time, and that's pretty much the complete thought. They could do whatever they wanted the entire time, and it's if you guessed wrong, you got comboed. If you guess right, you might still get comboed.
Here's a question: do you guys consider the Jackie thing to be kind of like the Ivy thing, where they're where it almost seems like they're scared to nerf her like down to the ground, or at least to where us mortals are?
No, the thought process I have is far too deep rooted for that.
And honestly, like even now, I would say Ivy's not as bad as Jackie. Like Ivy had gotten enough of a nerf to where you have to work to do stuff. Like it's not like, oh my god, she's doesn't have amazing things, but not everybody can like really pick up and play Ivy and be good with her.
Right.
A lot of people can pick up Jackie and be amazing with her just off of her strings alone.
Right. Well, okay. So remembering that, like they did nerf Ivy like that, but like ultimately, what I'm saying though is that do you think that they just like are just afraid of nerfing Jackie?
It's not. No, I'm saying that it's not that they're afraid to nerf Jackie. It's that they don't want to.
Yeah. Like maybe I think they just don't really want to, because I mean, look at Garrus. Even he was still kind of slightly a problem, and they only nerfed him little by little by little, just because enough people got on their ass about it.
Well, think about it like this, right? Katana got more buffs than Shao Kahn, and now Shao Kahn is objectively the worst character in the game, and he was already projected to be the worst character in the game.
Mm-hmm. Like literally,
think about it.
Go ahead.
Think about it like this: there were like everybody was saying that there was low tier characters. There was Katana, there was Shao Kahn, there was Kotal Kahn, and then there was probably Collector. Mm-hmm. Now, as we speak at this very moment, there's only one unviable character, and that's Shao Kahn. Every other character can be made to work, right? But Shao
to a certain extent.
Yeah, like you can outplay an opponent with all of those characters. And with Shao Kahn, like I was saying from day one, you have to play 4 times better to get half the benefits.
Although I will say, Scarlet's getting there.
Scarlet already had something.
Yeah, and they took it away.
Basically, like the short version is like Shao Kahn is to Mortal Kombat what Fang is to Street Fighter V.
Exactly. Like there's no
probably usable.
That's a fucking lie and a half.
I was going to say, like, as bad as like Fang can be used in the right hands, like
he can be used, but he still can't make to top 8
or 16 for that matter.
Like I feel like that air dash he got kind of made him a little better, but not by much.
Right, but he's still objectively like the worst character in the game.
Yeah. Gigas is better than Shao Kahn.
Yeah, Giga's raw damage automatically puts him more better than Shao Kahn.
Which is weird because wasn't he low tier, or is he still low tier?
He's still low tier. He's still the worst in the game.
Gigas is the worst character in the game, and he can still. There are people who was at. Wait, were people at taking World Tour Finals with Gigas?
No,
No.
there were no Gigases in the Tekken World Tour Finals. Now there were Gigases in the Tokyo thing that happened before that.
Right.
But yeah, there were no Gigases at all in Tekken World Tour Finals.
But Gigas has been seen in tournament and also has won games in tournament. Shao Kahn had. I think outside of video games, I don't think Shao Kahn has ever won a game in tournament. Now that will require me to watch tournaments.
Wait, just like real quick question. Did you mean to say video games?
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Video games.
Yeah,
Because video games, is what Max and his group does.
No, video games is what Max and his group does.
Then it's video
What you just
games.
said.
Then it's
Okay,
video
yeah.
games,
Okay, because I haven't heard of video games, which is why I was confused.
What is that, like the Bizarro Maximilian channel?
No,
Video games, is actually pretty cool.
no, he's a Shao Kahn main, like I
Yeah.
was.
Oh, okay.
But then I saw the light, and I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. And it's like I'm all for winning and losing. It's just that I don't even have fun with the character no more.
Mm.
And that's the most important thing.
And that's another thing too. People said Kano sucked. I never thought Kano sucked.
At one point he did, and then he got buffed, and then after that point he never sucked again, for as far as I was concerned.
As
But
far
in
as
the beginning,
as far
he
as I
did.
knew, and as far as I knew, he was always at least solid from day one. But then again, my experience is different because
Yeah, I would have said the same thing if I didn't check out Ketchup and Mustard's thing on it.
Mhm.
And yeah, once I saw that, he sucked. He was bad. Not like Shao Kahn bad, but he was bad.
that's probably why I thought he was good because, I played Shao Kahn.
Yeah, everybody's better than Shao Kahn, so I can definitely see that point.
Yeah, compared to Shao Kahn, you can only go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no going down.
Mm-hmm.
It's just funny though. It's like he sucked, then he trained and worked his little heart off, worked his little butt off, and now he never sucked again. That's like the best. That's like the best way to explain tier level of a character.
Yeah, don't let anybody ever tell you at this point now that Kano sucks. They can't play the character. That's it.
It's like Valdo.
I like to
I've
feel like I
used-
could play the character.
Although I've only used Kano Towers of Time, but I like you. Fun.
Because
That's all that
literally,
matters.
if you play that character correctly, the opponent doesn't get a real turn. They just don't. You just stop them mid tracks with a down one.
Then the update did something about that too. They did something about that, just tossing out down ones all day.
Yeah.
They
You know what the weirdest thing? He has the fastest down one, or at least he had until the update.
how fast was his down one?
4 frames.
What?
Yeah.
No wonder they just threw that shit out. I'd throw it out too at 4 frames.
That's what I was saying. Like, anybody who didn't really said Kano sucked didn't know how to play him. That's all you did was to skip turns. Down one. Okay, it's my turn again.
But yeah, that long tangent there was our point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like I was saying, on that, like, Scarlett's getting there. She's not there at Shao Kahn. I will not say that, but she is getting there.
It'll be a sad day when you have to admit she's worse or on the same level.
Which is sad because she doesn't. She should be like one of the most simple, easy characters to like beat you down.
Which, simple, easy, I'll give you, but definitely gets outplayed in her own game.
Mhm.
Like, she's a zoner, but people outzone her.
I mean, hell, what about Cabal? Since he's like the second his character.
Did you say Cabal is the second worst character?
No, easiest.
Oh, I was about to say, what? Could you cut out for me?
Yeah.
No, Cabal ain't that simple.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's that simple. Per
Well,
se.
I only say he's. Well, I didn't say simple. I just said he was easier.
Hmm.
Well, but the only reason I say he's easier is because the similarity between him and Scarlet is the fact that they don't really have that many combo packs, but they have like a lot of no, because her and Cabal have good zoning too. Cabal's little spinny thingy and air spinny thingy. But I just wonder, like, what tier does Cabal fall on?
He's solid. He's a top mid. He's
that's
mid.
good.
He's mid tier, rolling in the top tier because he's just such a like. He's a character made for Mortal Kombat 11. Think about it like that.
Oh, like Baraka?
Yeah, like Baraka.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, say Jackie doesn't play Mortal Kombat 11.
She almost plays X. Like,
She
not
almost-
as much, but almost.
And Shao Kahn is playing Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, except he's not a boss.
Well, I don't know, because Mortal Kombat 3 is fast. I would say Mortal Kombat 2.
Damn.
Shao Kahn plays like Street Fighter 1. And then it's like they only have Hadoukens and Shoryukens. Like, that's Shao Kahn right there, except the tools are neutered down. How about that?
Nice. But going back to Spawn though.
Oh, right. This is a Spawn discussion.
Do y'all think you guys well, first off, let me ask, do you guys think he's what tier he's gonna be? Is like high tier or mid tier?
High tier by far.
I mean, like the trailer makes him look like he's gonna be like uber high tier easily, but like if I had to temper my expectations, I'd say mid to high mid.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be S tier, but he'll be up there.
Yep.
And if he's up there, that means he's playable.
I am going to say mid. And
I'll say mid because he looks like he could be slow, but that's why he has like a lot of the zoning stuff. Like, he just looks like a powerhouse, a zoning powerhouse. So yeah, I'd say about mid. Like I'm sure he'd be like a bad matchup for like maybe a good Cassie or Jackie, like people that go all over the place.
So like everybody else. Well,
I'll say mid.
I'll go mid, mainly because when I was looking at the combat cast, I kept thinking to myself when I was seeing his strings, oh my god, I'm getting called.
Not again.
You can't help that.
I mean, yeah, because
No.
he'll at least mute his mic.
Yeah, mute it, please.
Never mind. It's
But I was gonna say mid because I was looking at the combat cast and saying that could be flawless blocked. That can be flawless blocked. That can be easily flawless blocked.
which one?
But is he still on the phone?
No. I was saying which one?
Oh, like say, for example, that move I was talking about that can do the breakaway. That move leads to a big combo thing, but when you see how it does, it goes, it's like I can see the second hit coming a mile away, and I can see this whole mix-up he has coming. Kinda, not as much, but it's also an unsafe mix-up.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like a bunch of that kind of things. I kept saying to myself, like, that can be flawless blocked. I'm seeing a lot of gaps in his combos. But no, that's why I say he would probably be mid. The one that worries me is the second one with the guns. Because I feel like that could be very dangerous as far as the zoning thing goes. Especially for someone like, say, the monster right now, Jackie. Where he has the up gun that can kind of catch the jump. And then if he does it, he can combo after it.
Does, like, I just imagine Spawn just shooting the shit out of the whole arena, but then still misses Jackie. It'd be like that scene from Pulp Fiction where that guy just comes out with the Magnum and just blasts through the apartment, but then misses Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta, and they just look at him and that could be Spawn with Jackie.
I can see it. But is there anything else we want to say about Spawn?
I'm happy that he's voiced by Keith David.
We all are.
Indeed.
Because that's
I mean,
like, cause I've known him for a while.
there.
It would if it was either him or Michael J. White.
Yeah, but because like there is one thing I don't know if you guys have seen like the leaked video of like Spawn's interactions.
I did.
Because if based off of that, I'm fairly certain we know what character's gonna be coming out soon too.
Oh, you think so?
I mean, because I remember that I went over that video again. I read the dialogue, and then when I saw the MK Fire and Ice video, like with all the dialogue options, like I don't remember. I didn't really see any changes between what was in the first video with the MK Fire Ice one. So I almost feel like that character is confirmed.
Which character is that?
Ash Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna say, where are we going with this?
Yeah,
well,
yeah. You're just like, what the hell are you talking about?
I guess the big question would be: do you think NetherRealm would make a second combat pack?
I can
Yeah.
guarantee you that they are, because there's voice actors that are going there, just like when I'm at Warner Brothers.
Yeah, and plus they've already stated like way beforehand they want this game to last. There's no way they're gonna stop here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The only real question is if whether or not Bruce Campbell will be down for doing the voice again.
Hopefully. I mean, hell, he gave his voice for his character in Dead by Daylight, and I'm sure do MK11.
Was he still doing Ash vs. Evil Dead though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the reason I'm asking is because after he finished that show, he said like, I'm done with the character.
Oh well, when he did it with Dead by Daylight, I think he was still doing Ash.
Right.
Yeah, he
But
was.
I mean-
It was still in the middle of the last season.
Yeah,
Right.
but I'm sure he would still do the voice at least.
I mean, I can only hope.
Like I think he means like physically done with Ash, but I could see him still doing voice work for Ash.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, it's a maybe. You never know, because out of all the guest characters, the one that still baffles me is the Terminator one. And I will say this, just like as an addition too, is that like it didn't have to be Schwarzenegger doing the voice, but they had to get someone that sounded like him.
I'm still kind of sad that he doesn't make noises when you hit him. Like I wouldn't mind just hearing a nah.
Yeah, but you like when we talked
That'd
about
be
it
That's
this
not a
time.
character as
Yeah.
fuck.
That'd be so obnoxious.
Let's say that would be so out of character as fuck.
Yeah, because like I remember Venom even said that the last time he was on talking about Terminator, he said fucking that it would be out of character.
No, yeah, I'm good.
Pass me. When did I say that? I said, damn you, pass.
He's always one step ahead of you.
or technically he's one step back.
Well, no.
No,
because
this time he's ahead.
Yeah, he made you look like a chump this time.
So he made me look like the fool.
All right, let's close up this one because we're taking too long on it.
Well, the only other thing I was going to ask, which I don't know if y'all saw, which is the movie. Did y'all see the trailer on that?
Oh, yeah, it looks pretty.
What about y'all?
I mean, I'm okay.
You cut out. You're talking about Scorpion's Revenge, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, man, that's gonna look exciting.
Who's making it again?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's the same person who makes the DC films.
Okay, then it's probably gonna.
It's gotta be like 50-50 because there's been some DC films I've watched where like I thought they were kind of garbage.
Yeah,
Batman Hush.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Don't talk about which one?
Batman Hush.
Oh.
They ruined my favorite villain with that movie.
Damn.
We don't talk about Hush. Just like we don't talk about the Samurai one too.
I'm glad I don't know these references. Okay.
I like the Samurai one. It was okay.
You are one of few.
Oh, you're talking about Batman Ninja or whatever the hell?
Yeah, that one.
Ah.
Amazing concept, bad execution.
Oh my god, it's like Dragon Ball GT.
Although Catwoman and Kimono was hot.
See, you're blinded by your dick.
You're thinking with the wrong head, son.
I like that phrase.
But yeah, I'm interested in. Although I did ask us like a question on my reaction to it, which was, I wonder if this is going to be a kind of different timeline thing going again.
Another one?
Because we see something that has never been in any of the games ever, which is another force seems to be attacking. What's up?
Another force.
What do you mean, like a new like ninja clan?
Yes, or of some sort. Either that or some kind.
Or that it was the Shirai Ryu pulling off an elaborate scheme.
Which would be weird, but I can see it.
I would say, though, that the biggest thing I hope for the movie, because sometimes they do this, where it'll be like, oh, we've got like a new amazing movie coming out and all this shit, and it turns out it's like an hour long or something. I hope that it's like, it has like a decent runtime so that they can like fully explore all the ideas. Because if it's something where it's like, oh, well, you know, we're teasing this movie, it's going to be fantastic. It's like an hour long and it turns out to be utter crap. You know, like, that's what I don't want to see.
Especially with what they've shown, because they've already shown that Scorpion's going to be fighting Quan Chi.
Yes.
Which is really out of place if you know, like, if you really know the lore.
Considering that point in the story, yeah, it'd be really weird.
So they definitely have to explain how we got there.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, you won't get that with an hour movie.
Yeah, definitely not. Although, being that this is Boom's love child, literally, he loves everything Scorpion. I really doubt they're going to make this an hour.
You never know. That's just my caveat, is all I'm saying.
3 hour director's cut.
Jeez.
The 3 hour director's cut with a documentary that lasts 2.5 hours.
No, jeez.
But like halfway through the movie, it's just Ed Boon just having a massive hard on for Scorpion because god damn it, look at this man.
And then the post credit scene is like an extra half an hour.
And even in that, there's just background music to Ed Boon still talking about the character still.
No, I can totally see that now that you put it out. But no, I'm excited for the movie.
I'm cautious.
Of course you
would be. Not this one. Not this one. I feel the love they put into it.
I can too on this one.
Mm-hmm. They made Sonya dressed like a slut again. Oh my god, I am so ready. Don't sit next to me.
This seat's taken by my dick.
Nah, and she's voiced by I think one of the original ones in 9. It sounds like a voice actor from 9.
Nice.
So that should be fun. Johnny Cage also looks fun. They also showed a scene at the end, which I'm pretty sure is a bait and switch. There's no way they're killing Liu Kang. But if they did, how would you react to that?
Liu Kang dying? Let that nigga stay dead.
I mean, would you count it for the 3D games when he was a zombie? Because he's technically still dead there.
No, let him not be playable.
Just gone forever.
Not be playable
Let
on a
him be-
TV show.
Just keep him away, please. Just no more Liu Kang.
Hmm.
He's been the golden child for way too fucking long now.
Boo.
That was good.
I mean,
Fuck you.
literally, they called him Golden Child
I know.
in the game.
That's why I'm
Why are
booing.
you doing that? I was like, why? Actual dialogue. It's kind of funny though, because there was a time where there was a movement to have Liu Kang just gone forever, and then they made him evil. It's like, yay, we like him again.
People can't make up their minds.
Yeah, because it's just like it's like all right. Liu Kang is just like he just dropped the Buddhist monk act. It's just like all right. Look,
Nah.
I'm a man of peace, piecing your ass up, son. Like yo, I'm sick.
But I guess we can move on from this one, and we can move on to the next one, which is the coronavirus, and it's closing basically everything.
Yeah, it's killing everything, and goddamn, do I want a job?
Yeah, that's definitely not helping that case.
That's what, like, I'm trying. It's like I haven't even heard a peep out of nothing I've applied for.
And honestly, I'm not shocked with what's been happening.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking I would have to go out there and risk it for the biscuit. It's just like, hey, I'm willing to get the virus for this job. Please hire me.
Put that out your applications.
I'll get the virus if you'll hire us.
I mean, I already like my chances because as forementioned at the beginning of the thing, like I played outside and I drank water out the hose. Man, I think I'll be good.
We hate dirt as kids. We'll be fine.
That's what I'm that's what I'm saying. Like you playing football and you just get knocked into the fucking ground. Chances are I probably had like a dirt snack or something like that, man. Like it was like I should be okay. I'm not immune deficient or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's a disease that only affects old people.
Yeah, no, that's not true.
That's not true.
I mean, I was joking, but okay.
No,
don't joke
Moopsie.
Yeah. The last person who joked got banned.
My ass.
Get that ass back. No, even though I was slightly joking, that actually just recently happened. But I don't know if y'all have been following anything on the CEO Dreamland thing. But recently somebody had said like a massive like text thing to someone, and it sounded like somebody was already there with the coronavirus, just kind of playing around in games and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jabali and the staff had to like do a massive search thing for the person and whatnot. It turned out to not be true, and the person was banned for life.
Nah, go ahead and finish.
Oh no, you good.
Oh, because I was just gonna say, like, the only banning stuff I've heard was this one player getting banned from this tournament. I think it was like he got banned.
Oh, Oofmatic?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Oofmatic is stupid. And the thing is, all he has to do is shut his mouth. People have been telling him for years, shut your mouth. He just won't do it, so now he's banned everywhere.
Yeah. His ears don't work.
And I thought he was somebody I thought he was just somebody that just stirs the hornet's nest. Like he does, like it's like you know how I'll say something unnecessarily controversial just for the views, man. It's like, nah,
Mhm.
man, that dude did it for his soul.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, God damn.
Because literally, like, somebody literally came out. It's like, well, I don't understand. He said one thing. Why are you banning him everywhere? It's like, no, this has happened for years. It comes to a point where he needs to stop.
And it's like even Boom has said it's like, yeah, man, he's been acting like this for years, and we're finally done with it because Jesus Christ, he ain't helping nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I almost felt bad for the dude, but then I saw a clip of him getting wrung out by Ivy, and I noticed that he was an Aswell player. I was like, hey, he can fuck himself.
Exactly. It all works out for the human race.
It's a
Like, oh,
win,
yeah.
fucking win.
So like, yeah, man, glory of the human race, man. Fuck yeah, I'm with it.
But no, it's actually, this topic actually goes with the last one we just talked about with LCQ getting disbanded. Basically, almost everything for the next 3 months is basically closed
Yep.
or pushed back.
That's why I don't know if Evo.
It's possible.
It's possible
to be pushed back or closed.
Yeah, because like everything's closed right now for the foreseeable future. Whether or not the virus stuff will keep going, that really depends on time.
Mm-hmm. Like, literally, the only thing going now is final round, and that could be closed at any moment if the city says otherwise.
Well, because here's the thing, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need summer weather, and we need it now.
What?
That's not gonna fix shit.
That's not gonna help, dog.
Heat kills germs.
It's not the type of heat we're gonna get from that.
That's why they tell us to wash our hands with warm water.
They just don't have to wash our hands.
That's washing our bodies. What good is it being hot outside gonna do? It ain't gonna do shit for the air. The coronavirus is just gonna be like, damn, man, it's hot as fuck out here. They still try to go after people.
Coronavirus don't care.
Yeah, it's like a
Just
honey
like
badger,
badger.
dog.
Thank you for getting that.
I love how we both went there. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting though to see what Evo does, because honestly, it's really the last big one that hasn't really been touched yet.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's definitely gonna be something interesting. Considering, oh, you know what, we should probably also throw this in here too, because the thing I was originally gonna say is it's gonna be interesting considering how much growth Evo saw last year. And also, like, because speaking of attendance numbers, there's also like the whole thing about E3 closing.
Yes. Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest here. I feel like it was going to close anyway.
I mean, I made that call. I just said that it was going to be like down, like a year or two down the line.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be sooner, especially when the CEO kind of like stepped down from it. It's just like, yeah, that thing's closing soon.
As I would say this, I think it would have been down the line like 1 year or so, if not for this.
Yeah, I think this just kind of expedited that little thing.
Yep.
Especially now that a lot of the developers and stuff are just thinking about doing little tree houses like Nintendo does, or the whatever the PlayStation is calling their things. Like Devolver is already saying they're working on something like that.
I think my only worry would be it becomes like too diluted. Like it's hard to keep track of every company, you know?
But the question is, when does this end?
We don't know. That's why they want everybody to stay inside.
Yeah.
Never gonna. We're gonna have to build dome cities.
That's exactly what we shouldn't be doing.
Because you're locking us in with the thing.
You're trying to make us a control group, and I don't like it.
Well, don't blame me. Blame the government when they finally.
Even the government doesn't want to do that.
The government's not doing shit as is.
just twiddling with their thumbs up their asses right now.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, we've done nothing and we're all out of ideas.
It kills me. It kills me how this is an airborne influenza, right? Because that's essentially what this is.
Mhm.
It's an airborne influenza, and everybody's first thought was, "I need toilet paper."
I was just about to say.
Damn, I gotta wash my ass. Like shit. But even then, I noticed. I remember when it was first starting to rise up, and it was like it's airborne, so cover up everything. Make sure you cover your eyes. I'm like, cover my eyes. How am I supposed to what? And it's like after that, I'm just like, all right, fuck it. If I get it, I get it. I went to a whole ass convention and shit too, just out in public all weekend.
Nice.
So look up. Like, oh my god, this virus is taking over everything. Like, so what, nigga? I still want wings.
No, but it is going to be interesting to see when it finally does take its turn and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've heard Canada's like isolated the virus, so
Yes, we're getting close.
yeah.
Yeah.
And even China is like, even China kicked its ass too.
Oh yeah, they severely knocked it down.
I also heard that they're starting to throw shit at the U.S., like saying that like, oh, it's the U.S. that started this thing.
That's stupid.
Well, I mean, it was like from some guys from like some government officials, like Twitter.
Oh, so somebody probably stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confirmed stupid.
So yeah.
Wait, how's China like nipping it in the butt?
Easy. They got people treated. They worked on a vaccine. Then they gave people the vaccine.
Why can't they give us the vaccine?
Probably because they're in fucking China, Venom. What the hell?
Well, I mean, send it over.
I don't think they're gonna want to. At least not without a price.
Drones send.
Oh god, here you go again with the drones.
God damn it! You and those fucking drones.
Wait, I know. Have I mentioned them before?
Yes.
No, but it feels like something you would bring up again.
It has happened before.
Was I here? I hope
No,
I...
you probably weren't.
That's probably why.
That's gonna make me think about it. When did I last talk about drones?
The point is, stop. But there was something I was gonna say, and now I got sidetracked. Oh well.
Because we were like the last thing I mentioned was E3 before we started going like off topic.
Yeah. It's actually something E3 related too. Oh well, it'll come to me at some point in time, I'm sure.
Point is, E3 is closed, and lots of people are trying to make their own tree houses.
Mm-hmm. Like Devolver, PlayStation's definitely probably going to do theirs for the PlayStation 5, which is going to be interesting, wondering if they're going to push that back too. Like the releasing of that and the Xbox, whatever it's called.
I'm thinking they probably won't unless they have to.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that they would just probably copy Nintendo's style and make it so that it's just a video with like one or two people on screen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's no one else in the room, and somehow 100 people got corona. But yeah, I'm thinking they're probably gonna do that too, or just do the PlayStation thing, just have a bunch of videos playing with a girl voice in the background.
Yep. Try to do it like as sterile as possible.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, though, I do kind of wonder if people will stop panic buying, because I'm sure
man, the panic buying is going to be so bad, and it's like it's no wonder that the retail and the food places aren't closing because they're making so much bank off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's kind of weird because I heard from someone because I went to the store today, and this one lady told me that apparently like Walmart's gonna be closing its doors like at some point like for 2 weeks.
Right.
It's like damn, I'm out of food. Looks like it's toilet paper spaghetti again.
Seriously, all this shit they're gonna be buying, and then it's gonna be freezer burned all to hell.
Oh my god, seriously.
I saw somebody with a bunch of jugs of milk. It's like that's not gonna last you at all.
Yeah, the last time I went, the previous time I went to the store, I just saw this guy buying solely packages of water and toilet paper.
It's like, what the fuck?
Better be your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, buddy.
Speaking of which, recently they just caught somebody in Tennessee who bought like all the hand sanitizer and stuff and tried to sell it on Amazon, and Amazon was like, "Nah, son."
Yeah, so they straight up poached them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, put that shit back where you found it.
I might be wrong on this, but isn't it that the hand sanitizer doesn't really work anyway?
No, it's just that the alcohol helps really well. It helps sterilize everything, but these people are going to get to the point where they over sterilize, and then they're going to catch the virus themselves because their immune systems got worse.
Exactly.
It's because they're too sterilized. They're over sterilized.
Right.
The only reason that we're fine is just because we're not applying hand sanitizer 24/7, and we ate dirt. So it kind of balances itself out.
Right, because what I had heard was that it was like some technical thing where it was like, hand sanitizer kills germs, but this is a virus which is unaffected by that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. Something along that. And it's just like I can just imagine if we just get into beefs with boomers and shit. We're just gonna like, all right, bitch, see me outside, catch me outside. How about that?
Release the virus.
It's just like, nah, man. I think I'm staying here.
That's what I thought.
Punk.
Now it's the fuck I thought.
It's like that's the new like how to threaten someone. It's like, hey, bitch, you talk to my girlfriend again.
Don't make me open this door.
Yeah.
There's a fresh window right out there. I will yeet you out of there.
Fresh window.
I will sneeze on your arm.
Yeah.
You just open the door. What are you doing? You just
fresh air.
Love that virus.
Like, oh man, I feel myself dying already, man. How you feel?
The guy passes out on the floor.
It's like the way mobsters whack people. It's like they just have like the passenger and driver seats like blocked off, and then like, saw we had to do this, Vinny, and they just roll down the window. It's like, no,
no, Corona.
I just came across some memes like they canceled the medieval fair due to the coronavirus. Why didn't they just run with it? People dying from a plague would make it pretty realistic.
Like, wait, that makes it the most
most accurate.
They should have ran with that one.
So yeah, man, dying from plagues and shit is lit, dog. You ever die from a plague before? Me neither, man. But I hear it's awesome.
We are warriors.
Mm-hmm. Just like in olden times.
Oh man, but overall, I do like the new meme going around that air travel is like ridiculously cheap now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like, thinking about it, when Ebola was in the United States, it's like we didn't make it that big of a deal compared to how we're doing it with the corona right now.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like freaking Ebola. A disease that has no cure and has no vaccine that will destroy you more than corona would.
It's also like the most meddled looking disease.
Exactly. And we were just like, oh, okay, well, make sure to not sneeze or not catch it. Okay. And then went on with my life.
The government wasn't as retarded then, though.
True. This was back when I think Obama was our president.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. Plus, we already had the "I guess I'll die" moment there.
Yeah, like, and even then, we're just like, well, if I get Ebola, I just got Ebola, man. We still got bills to pay.
Yep.
That's such a United States attitude too.
Capitalism.
Like, what you think we can't stay? Well, like, I think we would love nothing more. Just like, hey, stay home, don't worry about nothing for a while. We'll have you come back once the coast is clear. They're just like, nah, bring your ass in.
We'll see you at 7:05, right? You'll be a little late, right?
It's like at most you'll get an extra 30 minutes.
And that's the thing too, because like they showed a map of where the corona's hit, and like Australia's got like maybe little dots of areas that have it, but majority of it is clean. And then freaking Africa is like, again, little dots, but most of it's like most people have to deal with Ebola. I'm pretty sure Corona is nothing compared to Ebola.
Yeah. I think that was pretty much it for that one. Do you want to add anything else on that one?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm done with my.
All right. Let's move on to Final Fantasy VII demo.
Excellent. I have no say. I have no say in the matter.
Did Moopsy
I
just
would say-
leave?
Like, Moopsy just probably just have to go change his boxers now.
And Moops, you go first since you're the fanboy. No.
Throw you at the walls, why don't you?
I'll be right back.
All
It's
right.
fine. But I mean, I liked it, even though Jess has burned me lots of times with being the purist.
Yes.
And I'll keep doing it.
It's fun.
But no,
I'm quarantined here. What do you want?
but no,
There's not much to do. Gosh darn it!
it is actually a fun game. I'm gonna be doing another playthrough of FF7 with Jazz, so that we can get like some lore stuff like refreshed in our heads.
Mhm.
Because and I'll let you tell it, Jazz, when I get to it.
Mhm.
But because there's apparently some things that people say like, hey, that's not how it happened, and
It literally did, just not in the way they expected.
yeah, it's basically like it's a presentation thing where it's like they mention these things, they allude to them, but because they this time around they overtly show them, people are like losing their minds.
Mm-hmm.
And because I've always gone on record as like, you know, as long as the key points keep hitting as they're supposed to, I'm fine with like any like light touches that are changes, you know, like the one that's in the demo about the reactor exploding. That's a light change.
Mm-hmm.
But say if there's a moment where like say Aerith dies like somewhere else, or fucking like say like Sid's like space travel story arc is completely changed or something like that. Like that's when I've said before, like that's when I'll have like some fucking problems with the story. As is during the bombing run, I thought it was actually like I thought it was pretty fun. The new modern day combat system, I thought it's like pretty entertaining, you know? It's like whenever they talk about like, oh, well, we're trying to blend like the old style and the new style together, I feel like this is actually like as close as it can, as like this is a really good step forward.
Mm-hmm.
I was, if I'm perfectly honest, I was like half paying attention to the voice acting, so I can't really comment on that. People seem to be losing their fucking minds about Jessie.
Jesse's a flirty little girl there.
Which, I mean, like, I would say that they probably gave her, like, a bit more character in comparison.
I mean,
I wonder if Steve Burton is still doing the voice of Cloud though.
I think they got mostly new voice actors,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
And for those that don't know, Steve Burton is also on General Hospital as a soap opera star. But he's also been the voice of Cloud since the first Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
you never know. But
going off of it, like for example, I know for a fact like Aerith's one is a YouTuber. That's her voice actor. That she made a big deal on her channel on, which is Strange Rebel Gaming.
plug.
Well, at least they didn't get. I think her name was Brittany Snow.
Brittany, I know that name. Why do I know that name?
God, I did not like Aerith's voice. Hearts too. It just sounded. Ugh.
She wasn't the one that did for Kingdom Hearts, was she?
Well, Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay,
Kingdom Hearts 1 was Mandy Moore.
that's what it was, Mandy Moore. That one was weird.
She was just kind of like, I can't think of the right words right now, but she was like average at best. Yeah, like she was like half lazy. Yeah.
Well, it's like the same thing with Squall, the guy who did his voice in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Hey, it's Leon.
Fuck that, it's Squall.
Don't be that guy. Actually, it's Leon.
And I'd be like, actually, that means you've never played Final Fantasy before?
I know, right? It's like, I love how they put
Final
emphasis
Fantasy?
on that.
The guy who does the voice of Leon in the first Kingdom Hearts is the guy who played Angel in Buffy.
Yeah.
It's like,
And then after that, in Kingdom Hearts 2, it was somebody else. I forget who it was.
I feel like the voice acting in Kingdom Hearts 2 in a lot of parts was really forgettable because I can't remember shit.
I have to disagree. I think everything else is forgettable after that, though.
It could be that my memory is just terrible. Surprise, surprise.
Sorry, you Kingdom Hearts fans. All two of you. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, right. Imagine it's like the most viewed, but also the most hated episode.
I know, right? How did like 10,000 views on this?
How many reviews? Oh God!
Why are these comments?
They all start off with actually.
Actually, I would make a video literally just saying them all.
Oh, dude, like
actually,
make that guy a fucking caricature.
Actually, and then I have to have some female voice go. Actually,
and fucking like
actually,
Boss Jess shows up and starts kicking the crap out of him.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, do like a Keith video, and I'd be like, I watch that.
You just like stomp him into the ground like Keith does to that one guy about Pokemon.
Actually, you found a face who was this. Actually, you shouldn't have said shit at all.
But sort of to get back on topic, like overall, I had fun with the demo. I'm looking more forward to the remake. Like my chances of buying it are actually higher now compared to like when it was announced.
Mm-hmm.
I do have some notes though, but I'll save those for like after Jas gives his opinions.
Note. You hate to see it. But
actually, these are fanboy notes.
Actually, you shouldn't have came at all. but so I'm definitely with my colleague here on the remake demo. I will say, and I know I'm going to be alone on these two things I'm about to say, but just for me personally, it's weird to me where the menu button is, and it's weird to me that there's not a jump.
I actually did have like a bit of like I did have some problems like sort of mentally like adjusting to that, because there would be times when I'm walking around, I'd want to just randomly jump. I'd press X and it's like, here's the menu. It's like, all right.
It's just like, yeah, I'm doing it. It's like, wait, shit, that's a mini button.
So it's more like one because I kind of agree with you on the jump.
Yeah.
Plus, also, me being the fucking purist, right? I've watched Advent Children lots of times. They jump like fucking crazy in that movie. You'd assume that you're allowed to do it in the game too.
Jump, they're fucking gliding.
Exactly.
As Buzz would say, falling with style. But yeah, it just felt so weird to me that there wasn't a jump button somewhere. Like it feels like there should be. But overall, I had a great time playing it. I played this the Scorpion boss part like a couple of times, and I kept wondering to myself the first time I did it, I didn't lose like I saw some people did. But it was like, damn, am I really sucking at this, or is this actually hard? And I was looking at some other people playing it. It's like, no, this is actually kind of tough for a lot of people.
Dang, I must be good then, because I didn't lose.
I mean, I didn't. That's what I was saying. I didn't lose either, but at the same time, it's like I feel like I should be doing better at this.
Which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, like because honestly, I had still a good amount of potions left. I still had everything, but it's like I feel like I shouldn't be losing this much health, and I'm missing something. But then I kept seeing other people going through the same thing. It's just like, okay, maybe this is just a little tough, and I'm just not realizing it. And according to Max, like it gets way tougher than that later on.
Nice.
So it's going to be interesting to see how battles go from that point, because when it came to like any of the normal battles, they were fairly quick until you got to the can't think of the names, but they're like the ninja like ones.
I think I know which ones you're talking about. Like they're like the super soldier dudes with like the masks and the gloves and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, like the ones that you see when you're running out of the reactor after it's blown up. Yeah.
Yeah, those. Like once you got to that, it's like, okay, this is getting interesting. Then I went to Punisher mode and then fucked them up.
Yeah, because like they'd fucking go, like they'd fucking be jumping around, and all of a sudden you'd see like a bunch of like miss. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just like, what is happening? But no, I easily found out once you go into Punisher mode and just counter them, they're just practically dead in the water. But like once you got to that point, it's like, okay, this is going to be very interesting to see what else happens after this point as far as fighting goes, because the fighting is very intricate and very nice. Like I said before, I'm going to try to find a way to switch that button. It's just like foreign to me to have X be that. Because normally for that kind of button, at least for me, I don't know about you, Moopsy, but like for me, that kind of button's on triangle. And like I don't know what the X would be. Like some places it'd be like another action button or something like that.
Yeah, like X is like interact.
Yeah, it's like interact and other things. It's not like a menu button. So the second I can, I'm changing that. But other than that, everything else as far as like the quick actions was good. The AP bar to let you do your actual things is a nice touch. And something else about Barrett that I was going to say that I was actually liking. It'll come to me later. But either way, as far as voice acting goes, I actually like the voice acting a lot. I like the moments that they have, especially like looking back on some of the things like I remember from the old game versus now. It's like getting the voice to get even more context out of this moment makes it like that much better for me. Especially like, well, I mean, the demo's out. You can play it right now, but there's a moment between Barrett and Cloud. I know, right? Crazy. But yeah, there's a moment between Barrett and Cloud where like Barrett's just going on about the Mako getting sucked up. It's just like the life force, and just Cloud's just like, man, just get help. I love that. It's like, yes, this is what I'm here for. And other things like how Cloud's very distant, and you really get that in his voice, in my opinion. And how there's even moments where you see even Barrett's like sweating and Cloud's just there like, this is another day at the office.
Yeah, I've seen some.
Yeah, and I hope that's even pushed further down into the game as far as the voice acting and the moments and stuff like that goes, because I'm already very excited for stuff like that. as I've seen thus far. Now, I do wonder, because they did do something with the whole cloud headache thing, and they added like the black feather. Like, how much of that is going to be integrated into the game of like Sephiroth's appearances and stuff, as far as visions and blah 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 and so forth. Because I'm fair, like that's going to be, I'm sure, a big plot point. But how big of a plot point is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, because like with you bringing that up, I'm kind of curious to see if there's gonna be moments where like, and I don't know how I'd feel about this. I guess it would really depend on like how they execute it. I imagine there would be moments where like you end up like fighting visions of like Sephiroth or something like that. You know, somewhere it's like, you know, oh well, you're controlling Cloud, and here's the point of view kind of issue thing, and you're fighting it like all the different like it'll like somewhere is like three Sephiroths like walking in on you menacingly and all that shit. You know, like I imagine that's a possibility, and for that I would say like, you know, they would really have to pick their moments when you have that. Like, for example, if it was, like, say, like, the Temple of the Ancients, when, like, Sephiroth is really starting to try and get into Cloud's mind and shit like that, like, in there, I could actually see that being a thing. But if it's, like, you know, random spots where it's, like, you know, oh, he, like, fucking, you're, like, at the market in the slums or some shit like that, and you're seeing visions of him, I'll be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. That would be kind of weird.
Yeah. It's all about like picking the right moments when you can interject that stuff.
As he said, Jessie. A lot of people were raving about Jessie, and honestly, I think it's just because she was a freaking horn dog. But at the same time, I'm mainly thinking of this because I heard Max talk about it, where back in the day, like when you first started, you kind of had that, oh, who's going to be with Cloud at the end? You know, like, is it Jessie? Is it Tifa? Is it Aerith? It's like, who's going to be the girlfriend, you know? Right. And I feel like it's kind of coming back almost with the whole voice acting thing and how Jessie's being brought up into maybe a more in-depth character, maybe.
Who?
I mean, you'd be surprised probably who's saying that just right now. Who's gonna do it? But yeah, I do feel like that's kind of coming back in a way, and it's kind of cool that it is for the remake of the game, especially for like so many people who said they haven't played the original. So like, it's gonna be nice to see those perspectives.
One thing I'm curious about with the whole talk of like, you know, the Jessie being a potential third suitor, is like, I'm just kind of curious how proactive she's gonna be in the game now, because I don't know if other people had this kind of, I'm not gonna say issue, but it's like, I'm gonna say mentality, where like, yeah, because like there's like the whole obvious like, you know, Midgar like section and all that stuff in the original. And then Jessie dies like around halfway through it. And so if they're gonna
spoilers,
oh my god, for like a 20-year-old game.
I mean, this is a remake.
Yeah.
I know. Hey, you don't know, they could put like a secret boss that's freaking Sora, Kingdom Hearts in it. So
I'd buy that.
You know what? I'd be totally okay with that.
It's like, Cloud, what the fuck are you doing? Who the fuck's Cloud?
Hey, why are you cursing so much, little boy?
But
it's like, goddamn!
Like,
why is that dog walking? Get help!
But like I'm saying though, is I'm curious if they're gonna like, I guess you could say if they're gonna expand her role like to the point where she almost becomes like a new like I need to use proper words.
Fuck words in 2020.
they spread corona. But it's I'm just curious if they're gonna start sort of interjecting her into other sections where she originally wasn't, is what I'm curious about. Because I'm curious, because it's like, I'm fine with them expanding her a little bit and making her a bit more of a character, because she was kind of like she was kind of like nice and shy and a little bit on the shyer side from what I remember, but she wasn't the horn dog she is now in this current iteration. Like,
Yeah.
so it's if they're gonna be expanding her roles more, is she gonna be more in the game? Is what I'm curious.
Yeah. I got you.
Because it's like, again, I liked what I played so far, but there is also a tipping point of like, okay, now you guys are starting to slowly make this more into a fan fiction than like staying loyal to the original story.
I don't know if I agree with that one.
Well, no, I'm saying it can if it goes too far.
Yeah.
Like as of this moment right now, I'm fine.
I don't. Does this mean we get our Eris and Tifa kissing moment?
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Press X to doubt.
Oh, I thought you said press sex.
No wonder that button doesn't work for me anymore. But anyway, like that's kind of like one of my things.
Yeah, I got you. But is there anything you want to add? Oh wait, you had notes, right?
Well, I was waiting for you to hit on like some of the other stuff.
Like
Because I thought you were going to talk about like your experiences with the whole combat system.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna get into classic, which was boring. I'm not gonna lie to you. Classic was very boring. It's definitely the easy mode of the game. Somebody died. No,
That
I don't like the fact you're not really even interacting. Really, you're just kind of staring at things happening. Yeah, I don't like classic. I'm definitely not going to be playing the game ever in that. I don't think, especially because one thing I don't know if you guys know is that the build we played wasn't like a very recent build. It was actually a build that was last year.
You're right. I didn't know that.
Well then, now you know. But yeah, like the only one who's really played like a more recent build is like Max. And like for example, the part where Jesse was talking about are him and Tifa close, and you see that little shaky whatever, his brain's going a little weird. That part was supposed to cut to another cutscene of him and Tifa's kids. But that wasn't there in ours because lo and behold, old build. So I do wonder what possibly might be changed with classic. Maybe it'll get more interesting. I hope. If it stays the way it is, I think it's not great.
And I wouldn't fault you for thinking that. The thing is, though, that for me, I had...
Curious.
Yes, this is speaking from the purest point of view. Also, I will also add another thing I do like, just to make sure, so it's like, this is not just me shitting on the game, to anyone who perceives it like that, is...
Fucking purist, I swear.
Fuck you! I also did like how when you're setting up the bomb, you can actually, like, set the timer as well.
Yes.
I do want to see more of, like, I do want to see what they're going to do with those kinds of options.
Mm-hmm.
But
I forgot about that.
But
Nanny.
but for me, it was as the purist. Speaking from a purist point of view,
Purist.
I did not like that build of classic mode because it was too like it was. To me, it seemed like they were just like super scared of going back to like full turn-based mode. Like all the pieces are there, but it's like they refuse to go full on classic Final Fantasy VII turn-based.
I see. I'll raise you 50.
Damn it.
Classic mode is going to be great for streamers because they can turn that on and interact with the chat.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be wonderful for streamers.
That's true. I mean, let's just hope it's not the one that we had in this current build, though.
Yeah, I do want some kind of tweaks to it because it's way too easy.
Yeah, because the whole thing is that for me is that like as soon as you just like you just let the game play by itself, and then when the character's like attacking by himself, I'm just kind of like, well, shit, you know, this takes away a lot of the strategy from like the original version. Like you still have like the whole charging bar and all that stuff, but if it's possible for you to make it like closer to the original because you've got the parts, why is it that they're like trying to avoid going full on turn based? But I mean, there's a little bit of hope considering how you just mentioned that this is like a year-old version of the build, and I can't imagine I'm the only one that thought this stuff. But
don't you know that turn-based is so 2010?
I know, right? Just like fucking single-player games are like 1990, according to EA.
Yeah.
I'm choking on that joke.
Corona.
Yeah, man.
Choking on my own rage here.
Yeah, because you guys know how turn-based games are woefully incompetent.
Looking at you, Dragon Quest.
Yeah, Persona 5. In your success.
Because it's basically that. It's like Square Enix for some reason has it, and I know. Okay, so it's not. I won't say Square Enix. I'll say more Tetsuya Nomura. He's got like some fucking fear of going back to turn-based.
What do you mean, Tetsuya Nomura, the god? I can't fucking finish a game right now.
After like 10 years of waiting.
The guy that Square Enix wouldn't let him go, even though he just wants to die.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's like, let me die, please. No, we need a new Final Fantasy.
I mean, I'll take him over fucking the director of 12, though.
We don't talk about that.
Exactly, because it's garbage. But so it's. I hope that because it's like I'll just say this one more time and then we can move on. It's like the pieces are there. Just fucking go full turn-based mode. You're like 80% of the way there, but for some reason, like they're scared to make it go like, okay, well here's the bar. Okay, you make your move and then you wait and then you fucking like just repeat. It's right there. That's the most irritating part for me about it.
Right there. Moopsy's review of it. It's right there.
And there was something else I told Jazz, but I think it's not super relevant at the moment.
Do it anyway.
If you really want me to.
Actually, you do that. I'll be right back because somebody's knocking at my door for some reason.
Don't get corona.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Damn. All alone. But okay, so
Go ahead and explain.
okay, because basically the hot take I was saying was like this would be an interesting way for people. Like it would be interesting, in my opinion, if they tried to redo Dirge of Cerberus with this combat system.
I'm sorry, run that one by me again.
Because the thing is like this, like years after the game came out, I know it's just kind of like a bland, kind of dull game, right? I feel like there's something there worth salvaging. You can like Jazz also mentioned like how there's like garbage in parts of the story and stuff, and it's like because it's not as beloved as the original game, you can retcon some shit. Sure, people won't care, but it's for me, it's like I think that there's something worth salvaging in Dirge of Cerberus. When I was playing it, I thought to myself, if this was closer to Devil May Cry style, or actually this like the combat style that they have in this game, they could actually make it work. But like it would have to be either they pick one of those two gameplay styles, and they'd have to tweak the story. Surprisingly, it's not as unsalvageable as people might think.
Sure, it's not.
I said you can tweak some of the stories, some of the story parts, because it's not as beloved as the original. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Is like you could use either like because I think that this current FF7 battle system, it's really good. It's more active, which is something that would work if you're playing something like Dirge of Cerberus, or if they just went full Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I told him I don't think he remembers what Dirge of Cerberus was.
and like I was saying, you can change the story elements too because it's not as beloved.
You have to change everything about that fucking game.
I kept saying, I think it's not as unsalvageable as people might think. But that's why it's a hot take.
Super hot take.
I'm burning my fingers with this hot take.
I have no more eyelids because of this hot take.
I got 3rd-degree burns because of this hot take.
My edges are gone because of this hot take.
I live in the burn ward because of this hot take. But
no.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, like that's what I think about the turn, because those were the notes I had on this napkin. I can finally throw the napkin away.
Nice.
But yeah, like those were my notes on on that. Is they need a fucking, hopefully the current build has something like just has full on turn based, and then I don't think Dirt Cerberus is unsalvageable.
This is great, and you're wrong. No. But there was something else I was gonna say about that timer thing. Oh, I do wonder, because 30 minutes is a long time. I do wonder if they're gonna change anything on the way back now. Because, like, the reason I picked 30 minutes is because I thought it was gonna go into the boss fight as well, and it didn't. So that was a waste.
I thought the same thing, and I also thought that there would also be parts where, like, say, there's like some quickie talking cutscenes, some camera panning, that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they're saying stuff like, "Oh my god, the bridge is out," but wait, there's a fucking there's another way to go through over there, and the camera moves and shit.
Yeah.
Like I thought the timer would be going through those too. It turns out it stops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
because plot devices.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was like. I wonder if they're gonna change anything about that, because 30 minutes is even 20 minutes is long.
If you know what you're doing, yeah.
Because I saw so many people do it in the 20 minutes, like first time through. It's just like, this is long.
It's also funny how it's like it's supposed to be 20 minutes. When you're getting out, you still have 15 left, but then like fucking
It turns straight zero.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute,
cheater. And I do wonder if they'll change something about that in the final build. If not, oh well. But is there anything else we wanted to say about this?
I mean, I got rid of I used everything in my napkin notes, so I think I'm done.
Yep, I'm excited. Not as excited as I am for Resident Evil 3, but I'm excited.
But can you hide it?
No. I had to think about this.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Tifa Milkies.
When you put it that way.
I know. Give me DLC that just makes T boobs bigger.
No, they're fine.
No. Let's say no. Do not feed the troll.
No, Venom. It's okay. She's fine where she's at.
Like they're big, but they're respectable.
Let's not feed the troll respectable boobs.
That was the only word that came out of my mouth.
Like, no, we don't want to feed trolls. But I guess we can look at.
Because I was just gonna say, because the trolls use the fucking like hentai as point of reference. It's like they weren't that big.
Yeah. But I guess we can move on.
But they're also. I was about to, but really quick, because they're also. I think they were also trying to use like the little bit character, because
yeah, I think
in that one too, her boobs are kind of big.
Yeah, like the 3D model, like when you see it like in the cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah, and it's like you do realize that's just a little chibi character of her, right?
I'm not even talking about that one. I'm talking about like say like the cutscene when the weapons show up.
This Tifa is the best Tifa because this Tifa was smart enough to wear a bra. You don't be a terrorist group doing a lot of moving and all that and not come prepared. Yeah, like these massive bazingos are gonna be bouncing all over the place. Yeah, let me go ahead and just conceal these puppies.
This is true. She's also a martial artist, so she has to make sure that they don't like hit her in the face.
Bingo. See, now you're getting it.
It's like, hey, they're still a decent size. That's still good. Like my biggest worry when we were waiting for the Tifa trailer was that she was gonna be flat as a board.
No.
It'd have been great if they showed her off his flat chest. It's like, now just fucking with you.
Just like a fucking zoom in.
Like it does that thing where your face is like when you blow a vacuum into someone's face and their skin is just like blowing away. It's like that's how powerful the reveal is. It's just like
But I believe that's everything we've had to say about Final Fantasy VII, right?
Yeah.
I believe that's it.
I'll also do one little plug. We will also let you guys know when we're starting to do the original streams.
Mm.
Okay, now we're done.
Finally. No. Okay, we can now go on to Fortnite declining and Epic denying it, and what COD Warzone might do to make things worse for Epic. So, let's start off with why this even became a thing. There is a group called Super Data that does a lot of stuff on the basically how much money something is making during its time frame for the year period, etc., and so forth. And on its rating, Epic's Fortnite was not in the top 10 as far as making as much that year for PC, and it was only at number 7 for console. But when this came news like a couple days ago, Epic came out with a statement saying that Super Data has no way of actually knowing this for a fact because they don't really release such numbers to anyone. Kind of keep it to the chest. And then Super Data came back saying that basically they get their source from multiple sources about the subject anyway, which if you look at Super Data's record, they're fairly accurate, like almost 90% of the time. So it becomes a matter of is Epic telling the truth or Super Data telling the truth on this thing that's going on here, which if you look at the statistics, you can see that there's been a decline for Fortnite for year to year. Like if you go from 2018 to 2019, there was a 25% drop. And then you can probably add Apex on top of that to help with that as well.
Like there was a drop in Apex too?
Oh no, the helping that as far as yeah. And it seems to have not really gone up since. And it seems like it's going to have another drop according to data thanks to Warzone now being a thing. And
yeah, boy.
Which, to put in perspective on that one, in the first 24 hours of Warzone, 6 million players were playing. And then after 3 days, it went up to 10 million. So they definitely are getting a great buzz going there. When I recently checked last, as far as Twitch was going, they had 200,000 viewers to Fortnite's 90,000. So they're definitely winning on that aspect. And there was something else on my notes here.
I was about to say, what about Apex Legends?
Well, I was going to bring that up later.
Oh, okay.
Let me get to that point, damn you. Basically, the question is Warzone going to finally be kind of like the nail in the coffin for Fortnite, is what everybody's asking, because of how much it's growing at such a fast rate, because apparently it grew up even another million today. And I think we can also give that to coronavirus as well because nobody's going anywhere.
So they can't buy V-Bucks.
I mean, they really can't without a job. So, but yeah, that's the main question that was going. Now going to Apex, as you were saying, we've had this kind of happen before when Apex was kind of the big thing, and it seemed like it was going to be the Fortnite killer, but it wasn't, and Fortnite still stood. So, is this going to be another situation like that, or is it actually going to do more here?
Well, can I ask this just for insight? Because can you explain Warzone to the uninitiated, Eddie?
Oh, Warzone is Call of Duty Modern Warfare's free-to-play battle royale game mode.
All right.
That's essentially it. That's all you need to know.
Right.
Well, I was gonna go as well as with logs and the other mode that's gonna be in there, the whole cash thing. Can you go into that as well?
Oh shit, plunder. Oh shit, I can explain plunder. All right, so check it. That's not how I want to start that off.
So I said, please don't.
All right. So boom.
Oh, God damn it!
You don't need an intro like that.
It's like we can't see the graph.
All right, so Warzone's completely free to play, right? Boom, that's it. It's battle royale. They even have a tutorial for battle royale, right? So say you came out of like a 14-year coma, and you're just like, Warzone, what's this shit? It's free. I'll try it out. There's a tutorial mode that teaches you all about how battle royale games are played. Results may vary.
Mm-hmm.
And for Warzone right now, it's a squad of 3, like you're playing Destiny or you're playing Apex. I like how I rhymed that first part. And you go and you drop on this massive ass map, 150 players. 150 players marked up into 3s. And your goal is to be able to survive and outlast everybody else. There's also an alternate game mode called Plunder, where it's essentially the same thing, except without the RNG of BR. You can use your own classes, and the idea is to make $1 million. Have your squad be the first squad to make $1 million.
And I have a question for the base Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any let me rephrase it. When Apex came out first, it had its own unique mechanics, such as the flying. They had the superpowers and all that stuff. What
does Warzone have?
Yeah, what does it have to make it unique from the other two games?
So you know what Warzone has. So say you're playing. Say you three all drop together. Boom, you guys are doing your thing. You guys are looting. You guys are shooting. Say one of you gets down and killed out full. There's a place where you can go called the Gulag. And the Gulag is where you can 1v1 another player that died. And if you win, you come back for free.
Oh yeah, I had to do that when I played. It was pretty.
And each person of your team can go to the Gulag only once. And if you lose, your team has to make money to get you back. And if you win, you come back for free, and that's your second chance.
Is it possible for you to perma-die?
Technically, no. Not technically. Technically, you can die as many times, and if your teammates has the cash to bring you back, you can be brought back as many times as it takes, so long as it's feasible. But
well, all right.
But yeah, like from a technical standpoint, you can come back so long. You can come back 10 times in a match. You can come back twice, 3 times.
And what is it about Warzone that's more appealing to you than, say, Apex?
What's more appealing is just that it's Call of Duty, and I've played Call of Duty for so long. So there's regardless of how you personally feel about Call of Duty as a game, There is some legacy skill that comes into it. There's just some things that would make me a better COD player than, say, the rest of you, because I've played it for so long. But even then, what makes it great is just that Call of Duty is already an easy game to play. It is so easy to get into a squad playing Warzone, because all you have to do is just hit Battle Royale, and then it match makes, and then before you know it, you're already dropping.
I mean, I will say that it sounds like Warzone definitely has like a unique perspective for the Battle Royale stuff, because it actually involves legacy as opposed to the other two properties. Because even though Apex Legends is actually kind of a spin-off from Titanfall, the stuff that you learn in Titanfall isn't entirely like transferable.
It doesn't translate there. And Fortnite is its own entity, so there's no legacy skill to have.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
What else is there to add? I'm not fully sure on what else is there to add, honestly.
Do they also have weapon mods in Warzone?
Oh shit, I forgot about that piece of shit mechanic.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, so you say you get enough cash, or fate, Zafina just came to you in a dream, took her Azazel hand, tickled your balls with, and said fate is on your side, and they'll drop a loadout crate to you. You can use your custom classes, and you can use those in Warzone as well. So say me, I have a gun that's gold because I played multiplayer, and I got it gold. Say if I was lucky enough, or I had the money to call in a custom loadout drop, I can call that in, and I can use that class that I made there for Warzone against other players. And that's another thing that makes it stand out too, because like you can literally have, it's like say you wouldn't find a riot shield if you never got a loadout crate. If you see somebody with if you see somebody with a riot shield, you know that they got a custom loadout, because that's not a lootable item there.
And this is sort of like an inevitable question, which is what mechanics do you think are most likely to be stolen by Fortnite?
The only thing stolen from Fortnite?
No,
by Fortnite.
Yeah, by Fortnite. Because like how Fortnite stole the resurrection the resurrection mechanic from Apex. What do you think that like Fortnite would steal from Warzone?
The Gulag.
Probably the Gulag.
If anything, it would probably be the Gulag, because Warzone took what they had from Apex Legends and put their own spin to it. And technically they kind of innovated on their own idea, because Modern Warfare in and of itself has a 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3 rotating game mode. And that's essentially what you play. When you go into the Gulag, is you against another person, and the weapons are random. They just give you a weapon, and they give you both the same loadout, and they tell you, kill the other person, you can come back. And if you don't win, well, your teammates have to buy you back, and if you win, you get a free respawn. Hooray. But if anything, I would have to say what they would probably take would be the Gulag.
I mean, I think that about covers it, right, Jess?
I'd say. As far as like what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I only played one game of it. It's okay.
I definitely say that the games take longer, considering that compared to what you're used to, there's an entire 0.5 more people to deal with.
Oh yeah, it's like 160 people now that you fight against.
It's 150.
Oh, never mind.
And that it changes more than you think, because it's one of the games that, it's a game that you can never truly feel safe in. You know how you ever play Apex Legends, and it's like you get yourself kitted up and you just think, all right, like I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
In Warzone, you never know if you'll just get sniped in the dome. Don't ask me how I know that.
Don't ask me either.
And if you do ask me, I will cut you off promptly and say, "Don't ask me for shit."
Oh Jesus!
Mhm.
Oh, too much violence. This is a Christian
But
podcast.
so far, I've been having a great time to it. If there's any bad thing, I'd say take the loadouts out the game, add more weapon variants into the game, just to be lootable, but take these custom loadouts out.
Yeah, I don't really like the loadout thing. I'd rather just have it where just equip whatever I want, use what weapons I find.
And what another thing that I can appreciate this game for is that getting into a game and leaving a game is better than what Apex or what Fortnite could ever come up with. Because there's an entire cutscene for when you're getting ready to jump. It's like you and your squad in a helicopter, and the guy that's guiding you out is letting you know. It's like, you guys ready? All right, cool. So that way, when you guys are loading into the thing, it is a seamless transition into the helicopter, and it's saying battle royale, and then you pick where you want to land or anything like that. And
Oh, that's cool.
and another thing, say if you win, right? Because I've won one game so far. When you win a game, instead of just some crowns that just pops up on your screen saying congratulations, you won. There's an entire cutscene where you and your team exfil into a helicopter with the gas surrounding you, and then there's a cutscene of you. That's right, I said that already. And the camera pans on each player that won the game, their respective game. And while that cutscene is playing, there's an in memoriam section for all the other players that died in the game.
Does the game also have loot boxes?
Loot boxes.
No loot boxes.
Wow.
Oh
No, you'd have to.
no, there's
You'd have to-
direct. There's direct microtransactions in the game. There's no random. There's just
Yeah,
hey,
you probably have
see,
to.
Hey, you see this cool thing? Yeah, you should buy it, right? Well, I don't want to buy it. All right, man, that's fine. That's totally your decision. Keep playing that game.
Yeah, you'd have to buy like the multiplayer stuff, get like new multiplayer or new Warzone stuff.
That's definitely. I think that's definitely a step up between what Apex and Fortnite has.
Yeah, because Fortnite doesn't have loot boxes, but Apex does.
Apex does,
Yeah,
but Fortnite has a shop where like they switch around the stuff randomized.
Warzone has that too.
So it's kind of like the
But that's why I say it's direct microtransactions. And even then buying this stuff doesn't give you an advantage or anything. As a matter of fact, I'd go as far as to say that some of this shit in here will put you at a disadvantage over over everybody else.
I imagine if like some of the costumes are like neon or some shit, then obviously.
Mm-hmm. But there's themes for everything. Like here's an example, right? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Asan Bosan. But there's this Oni mask. One of the operators has an Oni mask with their ghillie suit. And you can get that weapon blueprints, a charm, a melee weapon, finishing move, an operator quip, some calling cards, some emblems, and then you'll get some tier skips on your battle pass. And that's for one particular one. Then like there's one with like really good looking weapons, like executive armory, gold rush and stuff like that. Just a lot of things. But even then, it's one of those things, right? It's one of those things where you're just like, you'd buy it if you wanted it enough. The only thing I've ever bought outside of the game has been battle passes, and I've been okay with the things that I've gotten out of the battle pass. But like the stuff that's in the shop, I haven't bought in the shop, and that's okay. That it's cool.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as the COD thing goes, Corona. No, as the COD thing goes, do you think that it'll do a possible? I don't want to say better job because the competition is competition.
Mhm.
But do you think they'll do a better job at probably taking down Fortnite?
No, and you know why? Because Call of Duty's been that game where other companies have tried to make the Call of Duty killer, and look at them. The only other game franchise that even remotely came close to beating it is, you're probably thinking Battlefield, and Battlefield is incorrect. It would be Titanfall.
I was actually thinking Titanfall.
Someone in the comments will think he's talking about Battlefield. He has to be talking about Battlefield.
Just if you're thinking Battlefield, you have a long way to go, my friend.
It'd be funny if Baker just says this kiddie shooter game, like you would think Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare.
No lie, I thought he was gonna say Fortnite.
I was thinking Fortnite as well.
No, but even then, you guys got to realize something. It's just that, why do you want to kill games to begin with? Why do you want to kill it? Why can't if Fortnite's free, Warzone's free, Apex Legends is free? They're all free. Why not just play what you enjoy? If you don't have fun playing one, why not just play another one?
Well, and plus, it's
why do y'all feel the need to try to kill a game? And it's just like, and especially in the day and age that we live in now, petty acts like that do nothing but backfire on people anyway.
Because I like destruction. No, I don't care.
I don't care, but I imagine that one of the motivating factors would be so that a certain franchise doesn't have a monopoly on something.
Because the thing too, I realized, you don't even need PlayStation Plus to play them. Like that's how free they are.
Mm-hmm.
So you can not have any other games or games that need PlayStation Plus to play multiplayer, because you have Battlefield Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, and Apex Legends, which is why they're some of the most popular right now. I don't know if you need a PlayStation though to play Warzone.
I know you don't. I don't think you do.
I know you don't need one for Fortnite and Apex Legends.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure you don't. I feel like I read that somewhere.
But it's that's why people, majority of people play them. Because it's I don't need a PlayStation Plus account or subscription, so I can just play these.
What they're realizing is that the key to success nowadays is just for games to have accessibility.
Pretty much.
And then if your game is accessible, people will play it.
It's not like they haven't been saying that for years now, but okay.
Yeah, right. It's like why. Go ahead, Moopsie.
I was just gonna say it's literally from an '80s movie. If you build it, they will come.
It's like, why do you think Mortal Kombat is so popular? It's easy. It's an accessible ass game to play.
Mm-hmm.
Why you think Tekken had a hard time over all the years to be number one like it is right now? Because
I wanted to learn that shit.
but that was a part of its problem. There's just so much in Tekken, but it's just like, why would I play Tekken when I could just get on Mortal Kombat and only have to memorize 15 moves, 20 at best?
Just smash, man.
And that's why, and even then, that's why I find myself enjoying Mortal Kombat slightly more than Tekken, because it's new. I've been playing very difficult games for so long. It's just that the simpler ones are just you know what? I can chill with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just turn off your brain and fucking play.
No, I'm not somebody who can turn their brain off. It's just that, okay, cool. I don't have to have a master's in calculus to be able to play this game. I don't need to do rocket science just to body a nigga in Tekken, you know what I mean? Or Mortal Kombat. It's just, I just gotta... Oh, yeah, I won.
What the hell, Jess?
It just got randomly sent to me. I was like, okay.
Just sounded like Moopsie just got scared. Just what the hell was that, Jess?
This is weird.
to actually answer the podcast question now, what is it? What is COD Warzone going to do to make a problem for Epic? Just keep improving.
Hmm.
Yeah, because think about it right now. Fortnite is still in beta technically, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, Warzone is also in beta.
Everything's the data.
Everything's a beta. But think
I know.
about it like this: Warzone is killing the game right now as a beta as it stands. They're gonna add more stuff. I know they are. But this Warzone product is better than Fortnite was when it first came out.
Mhm.
That and there's more people. You can all you have to do is just say, "Hey, come play this game with me," and then next thing you know, we're all having fun again.
The only thing that might be a problem for it is like stupid people comparing it to Fortnite and saying like, "Oh, well, it doesn't have these functions," you know, kind of how there was that issue with what's the service I'm thinking of? What was it? Like the one that like was going up against Steam.
Epic Game Service.
Epic Games.
Yeah, that one. Like you would have some people going like comparing Warzone and some of the functions that Fortnite has that it doesn't, then it'd be going like, oh well, what the hell, man? You know, like
Yeah.
you would have that problem of running into those stupid people.
But as it stands right now, there's nothing that Fortnite can do to make itself different because Call of Duty is an easier game to play, which in turn makes it more fun, makes it more competitive. Because you could play Fortnite and then you just see somebody build a 5-star hotel with Wi-Fi in it in under a second. You're just like, well, shit, I can't go against that. But in Call of Duty, it's just my guns with my advantages against your gun with your advantages. Let's see who the better man is.
Makes sense.
And and Fortnite came into the mix being the Dark Souls of battle royale games.
Interesting.
You're interested.
Nah. Nah.
We're like, nah, and then like this just in, Call of Duty Warzone has shut down.
Got him. But did I really? No, I'm more interested in see how everything plays out with possible other battle royales things because I mean now we have what 3 big ones now.
We have 3 big ones, and any of the stuff about like any of they're all. Wait, what's up?
4 big ones.
Which one's the fourth one?
PUBG.
Oh right, I forget that's still a thing.
Yeah,
which is funny because none of you guys have said about Battlefield Firestorm, I think it's called, which is also supposed to be their battle royale.
It is their battle royale.
Yeah, that's what it took me a second to kind of click that in my head. It's like, wait.
But I mean, let's face it. At the moment, it's really 3 that are like super big right now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of those Mexican standoff kind of situations where like the first one to pull the trigger can like seriously fuck over the other ones.
Makes sense. Well, it's going to be very interesting to see what's the new one to come after this, though.
Right, and which one comes up with like a new mechanic that will be like the next game changer for the battle royale genre.
If you had to take a guess, who do you think would do it?
Do what? Be the leader in battle royale games?
Well, no, I would say the next one.
Oh, the next one.
Toys for Bob.
Jeez.
There's this one. This is one Lee was real high on, called Spellbound.
I've heard that before.
I've heard of it.
It was like a magical BR game. I don't know that much about it.
I do imagine, like, if I had to pick between any of the three big battle royales to like come up with another new big move, I'd
Mhm.
probably give it to Apex.
Nope. I don't think so.
I don't know why I thought that.
What, you thought I was gonna say that?
No, because like when you said nope, I immediately went to that. I don't know if you've seen the baby gay meme.
No, I haven't.
It's literally just him, just like gay. That's it.
No, man, I can. I'm like, no, not Apex. Apex ain't gonna do it.
I think like
And you know why I think Apex wouldn't do it? Because they stayed stagnant for just a little too long.
it's possible, but I also think that like the developers are actually like a really creative group also. So
Mhm.
it's
That's
not
why-
it's not impossible for them to make a big splash again.
Well, that's why too. It was like once I get all the trophies for Apex, I'm probably never gonna play it again.
Fair enough.
I almost feel like we can just have like our own personal choices because ultimately it's the same. Everybody, all of those companies all have to make essentially the same move. The only question is how good the move or how good they pull off that move is.
SOCOM Battle Royale. No, I'm just like.
Oh god.
Eddie's
Man,
like, what Warzone?
a
like-
nigga can dream, can he? Like,
It's like this is Ubisoft's comeback game. The
I mean,
thing
if
that'll
they
put them
wanted to.
back on the map, baby.
yeah. You actually have a point. Now that I think about it.
I mean, yeah, like that's what I think. That any one of the three companies could do it. It's almost a choice of like, who do you want to make that move?
Yeah, I don't know. I have to think on that one. But what?
Oh, I was just going to say Apex.
How about no?
How about no?
No.
Is there anything else we want to add on this one?
nah.
Not for this one.
Alrighty. Now we can move on to some side stories.
What?
Starting off. What's up?
I said what?
Side stories.
Okay. All I heard was like side stars.
We got Nemesis coming out there.
Take some
Hey,
pictures.
you tell me.
Picture didn't happen.
But they're gonna go with the one that Mr. Roops himself had brought to the podcast, which is if Nintendo was going to bring another Square Enix character, who would you rather have, Sora or Tifa?
Neither. Prince Noctis. King Noctis.
No.
Both
Doesn't
Noctises.
count.
One with the beard, one without the beard.
Disqualified.
They're gonna be two separate characters.
Nah, give me a Brave Fencer.
One of them's gonna have a shirt that says "Moves
No,
and
I'd be
sucks
okay with
dick"
that.
on it.
It's like it's not multiple choice.
Yeah, I'll take Brave Fencer Musashi.
That's a good one, but it's not one of the options.
Yeah.
So you failed this test.
Now you have to
Well,
hear
I'll
the
make-
Smash Brothers Melee failure.
Well, I'll make it choice. I like write it in. Like, who wrote on my notes?
Good luck with that.
But as far as those two choices go, I'd probably have a Sora.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Sora. Cool.
It's like I guess I'm the only one that wants Tifa.
You want Tifa in every game,
Is that wrong?
and
Maybe.
and it's and
Well, I
because
don't want
you
her in Call
want
of Duty.
Tifa, you want
There we go.
that's
I know,
not
you want her-
that's not
you
enough
want her
to
in,
save you.
You even put her as a choice in the bass fishing games.
Who plays
would-
those?
You would make Tifa Lockhart in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, dog. Like, if you had the power to, you would put Tifa in any Tails game, every Tails game. You would make her a Division 2 character. You would make her a character in Final Fantasy 14. And goddamn it, I swear to God, you may put her in Code Vein too.
If it's on PC, I probably might.
I can see this happening.
All right, Moops, hear me out. Have Tifa be a playable character in Yakuza 8.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, it wouldn't even be that hard because a 2-word magical portal.
No,
Oh, that's how. That's how.
That's a recipe for a girl. Yeah.
Only girl could get away with that so many times.
This is Witcher 4?
Well, I mean, just a dimensional portal that just opens up.
That's
somewhere.
the recipe for Geralt.
That's what Geralt did.
Fucking portals.
Well, other things have done it before, Geralt.
And I just like how Geralt was just not okay with being in anything that he was in. He's just like, yo, he was in Monster Hunter World. Yo, fuck these portals, dog. I'm sick of this. He gets announced with Soul Calibur 6. Yo, I still hate portals. You think this changed?
He's like, I don't even like portals in my own world.
Yeah, he hates the portals in his own game. And he's gotten that game.
Okay, so basically the podcast mostly picks Sora. Okay.
Yeah. But I was wondering,
Is
what if
my
it was a
choice
villain
not
instead?
valid?
You guys, I couldn't hear. What was up?
Is my answer not valid?
Your pick, no.
Every time. As far as villain goes, all right, Goth Tifa.
Well, damn.
Well, if that's the case, give me freaking Dark.
I like how that stunned everybody.
Give me Dark Aqua.
Dark Aqua sucks, just like regular Aqua.
Hey, be careful who you say that around. Not me. Me.
Who likes Aqua?
Not me. I was referring to Lee. I don't know if Lee likes Aqua or not, but I know that's a Kingdom Hearts character. Lee might stab him.
I'm not
part of
gonna lie. If he likes Aqua, I'll be very shocked.
He very male white. Very well might.
Because I was gonna say that, like, part of the reason why I wasn't saying anything after you said Goth Tifa. I was like, well, I mean, shit, I doubt Jazz can say no to that.
Who could say no to that?
I mean, in all reality, yeah, I could say no. She's real, but
unfortunately.
All right, cool. If I have to make a choice, it can't be Kefka.
No, it could definitely not be Kefka.
I'd rather have Gilgamesh, since he's the one who apparently can travel through all the universes of Final Fantasy somehow.
Gilgamesh is an asshole.
And
no, I can't argue that.
So is
isn't it usually like a different Gilgamesh also?
No, it's been the same one since.
So they pulled off the Yoshimitsu thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been the same Gilgamesh.
He's half an asshole.
Yes.
Either he's an ass or he's a hole. He can't be both.
The hole's the portal.
The hole's the portal. Hey, girl, what's up, man? How you doing?
There's the crossover event people need to see.
But what about you, Venom?
For what? A character in the two
A
pass?
villain.
Or... Well, I just said Gilgamesh.
Oh, you did say Gilgamesh. See, that's how horrible that choice was. I didn't even.
Or Gilgamesh, or other favorite villain. I guess maybe Gabranth from 12.
So garbage.
Really?
Well, they're my two favorite characters in Dissidia. I thought Joss was gonna go into like a higher octave. Like,
Well, you said the city, so I'll let it slide.
Well, because if I pick, because I'm not going to pick Sephiroth, because everybody Sephiroth.
Damn, I didn't think. I never once thought Sephiroth at all.
I don't usually think Sephiroth because the 7-foot long sword seems kind of like a dick move.
Why not? Well, I'm saying Sephiroth because Final Fantasy VII remake. Like, what better way to celebrate it than to put in freaking?
I completely disavow my previous choice. I would like Barrett in the game.
Yeah, damn it.
I mean, he would be original.
Give me
original.
Yeah, give me Vivi from 9.
Really? I wasn't expecting that.
Why not? I mean, he'd be perfect. Like his specials would just be like Faraga or Thundaga.
I mean, I'm not against the choice. It's just kind of like feel like there'd be other ones most people would pick.
I feel like he'd also be Glass Cannon.
Very Glass Cannon.
Oh, poor.
Well, all very interesting choices. Well, if I had to pick one, which is more biased because I like Lightning Returns, it would be Caius. But
Noctis loses Caius.
Ugh, that's a nasty combination.
I wanted to see your reaction.
So if we do, what's funny though, Eddie?
What's up, dog?
If there was a Final Fantasy character that really could do like the whole interdimension, like going anywhere he wants, it probably would be Noctis. Anytime he like falls asleep.
That's why he was my first choice. But everybody just all of a sudden developed a problem with that, and it's like, okay, have it your way, you losers. How dare I be right around y'all?
It would just be like the winner is Noctis, and then whoa, guys, I had the craziest dream.
You're never going to sleep again.
Let me extend an olive branch then, not Noctis, but Gladiolus instead.
Why?
Notice that a lot of his characters are sword users.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, at least he didn't say Prompto.
Like they're gonna. Like
that's true.
They're gonna be in Smash, right? Yeah. No, I would want Prompto to be a division agent.
Why not? He's got ranged attacks.
No, not for Smash. I want Pontius to be in the new Bass fishing game.
Oh jeez.
All right,
dude,
you know what?
Noctis could work in a fishing game.
He could. That's the sad thing.
He could, yeah. The dude, like fishing was such a thing in 15. It's just that the fishing mechanics were a lot better than the fighting.
They literally made a whole DLC around it.
Oh shit, they did, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And a VR game.
Had a boss and everything.
But I don't. What made fishing just so high for that time period?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I feel like it just became a meme. Because I literally couldn't pinpoint you to a whole anything about that made it so big.
Oh well.
No. There was another question you had asked us. Oh yeah, who do you think is going to be in season 2?
Or who you want. And then there, you could act Noctis.
Let's see. Okay, we have Noctis Lucis Kylum, and then we have Leroy Smith.
Oh my god!
Okay, now you pass whatever.
You know what? Fuck all of y'all. You know what I want? You know what I want? Screw Smash. Smash is an afterthought. We need to think about the future. I want Spawn in Animal Crossing.
Just digging holes, just living his life.
Spawn and Doom Guy.
I need
No,
to
we-
relax. Nah.
But no, I got nothing for Smash. I got nothing.
Guys, it's got to be Leroy Smith. It's just got to be Leroy Smith, and then Jiren just out of nowhere. Because fuck all the Goku fans, right?
No. It's gotta be Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Just
Get
to
out.
filter on the meme.
Get the fuck out.
And then to top it all off, it's Melina because fuck Mortal Kombat.
So that's where she went.
They fucking like, and for the trailer, they tease off by showing some Scorpion gameplay, and it's just like, by the way, it's Melina.
No, what y'all are thinking way too small. I want Marshawn Lynch to be in Smash.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh my god, get
Look
out
it
of
up.
get out of this podcast.
Just look it up.
Get out.
I already
Please.
forgot the name.
Marshawn Lynch, dog, come on.
Oh man, that's funny.
I want Kobe Bryant in his prime in
God
Smash.
damn you!
No.
Oh, what? Too soon?
Maybe slight.
No, give me Bernie Sanders.
That's
Bruh.
his final smash is asking somebody for help.
I want.
No, his final smash is where he does that run.
I have a very silly choice, but the only person that's gonna get it is me. I want the Ghost of Verdansk to be in Smash. And if you don't know who the Ghost of Verdansk is, I'm gonna post a screenshot.
Go for it.
I feel like
I'm
that
pretty
name
sure.
is familiar.
I'm pretty sure I can't spell that.
Can you spell anything though?
Be honest.
Be real with yourself. You're on live stream. You're on the mic, and you may as well be under oath.
Yes, spell
Yeah, okay, buddy.
F U.
This is the Ghost of Verdansk. I want this man in Smash. That's right.
Wow.
And if you disagree, it's because you're a bigot.
But wouldn't
I tried.
Wouldn't,
I tried.
but wouldn't Price be the better choice?
Captain Price is way too easy of a choice.
I mean,
You can't get the basic bitch choice.
Dude, and then
No.
you have Makarov as an Echo Fighter.
No.
jeez.
See, and it's funny. It's weird that you said Captain Price, but which Captain Price are we talking about? We talking about old Captain Price, or we're talking about new Captain Price?
Well, definitely old.
I also like the new Captain Price too. I think
Dude.
I think the new Captain Price is cool.
Dude, old Captain Price would be too OP. He has all that experience.
Hmm. Well, this took a very weird turn.
Seriously did.
I want Katana in Smash.
Why? Of all of the
Because
NK
he's not
ninjas-
showing up in Mortal Kombat.
Wait,
God,
what?
she's annoying in Mortal Kombat just as much as Ness is annoying with his fire. And you seriously want her in Smash?
Well, either that or Shao Kahn.
I'd feel for Shao Kahn.
He may- he
Telling
might-
everybody, you suck.
he might actually be playable in Smash.
That's what I'm saying.
I just want to tell people you suck. I don't even care if I win.
I do have the taunt in my build of Shao Kahn.
Oh, remember what I said about Shao Kahn's taunts being 50 some odd frames? I lied. It's 90 some odd frames.
I was just about to say that doesn't sound right. It's worse than that.
Yeah, like that's some shit, ain't it? Like I could do a combo on you. You could be at the highest point in the air where I do my taunt, and I can still be negative 30 something by the time you're able to hit me.
Nice.
It's beautiful.
Another thing too is that because I refuse to give that up because until I can get the fucking costume, this one costume from the crypt, I refuse to give it up because I'm trying one of the builds I have for Shao Kahn. I'm trying to make him basically MK2 Shao Kahn.
Nah, not me. I will never. I have never liked old Shao Kahn aesthetically. Mortal Kombat 11 Shao Kahn is the only Shao Kahn I like. Bad Bitches is also the only thing that I like, but that's neither here nor there.
Fair enough.
Is it? I'm just kidding.
Maybe not. But now I'm trying to think on a serious note who I would want to smash.
Oh, you could just go with Brave Fencer Musashi, like Venom said.
Yeah, but that's his thing. I don't want his thing.
It's all used and gross.
That's nasty. We don't do that.
It's all yours, Chief.
All right, I got two choices. Who I wanted to? No, not Keelik. Fuck.
Another game he can suck in. Yes.
Or it would be like Shao Kahn, and it's a game he's actually good in.
I want two characters in Smash. I want Goro Majima in Smash.
Interesting.
And Kazuma Kiryu.
No, absolutely not. No. Kiryu can be in another game. The second character that I want in Smash is the Hold on, let me think real hard on this second one.
Dude, Jess, you know what's something that I just thought about?
What's that?
Kiryu could be in Soul Calibur as an Edge Master.
I would hate everything about that.
It wouldn't feel right for Kiryu to be an Edge Master because he uses his fists most of the time.
He does, but he can. But if he's gonna be in Soul Calibur, he needs to have a weapon.
Yeah, but like I know where you're going with this, and it still sounds extremely stupid.
Never mind all that. I want Velkhana in Smash.
Why?
I could see Velkhana, but only as an assist trophy.
Because what's his name's in there already? And Rathalos?
Yeah.
Wait, what? The Rathalos is in Smash?
Yeah, he is.
He's an assist trophy. Yeah.
I didn't know that. If I knew that, I wouldn't have even said a Monster Hunter monster. Had I knew that from the very beginning, god damn it.
When you throw out a name, there's a 60% chance that character's in Smash. Or at least a representative.
Because it's like, I know that the Lotus from Warframe is in Smash as an assist. Now, that was truly weird.
Another thing I'm afraid of saying anyone, because I'm afraid they'll be low tier again.
Which one?
Anyone I say.
Well, the one I will say that I want, it's also because his game's coming up soon, is Travis Touchdown of No More Heroes.
I thought you were going to say Doom Guy.
Doom Guy's too violent.
So Snake.
But that's what I mean. That's why I could see.
That's debatable.
Snake is a literal warlord, though. What are you talking about? What do you mean that's debatable?
Well, because I mean, when you look at like the games in general, you're not seeing him like tearing people in half, really.
Yeah, but that's because he's a tactical espionage agent. That doesn't make him any less of a fucking warlord, Jazz.
Yeah, but I mean,
and Bayonetta's in too.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, I thought that one went without saying.
It's like once you bring Bayonetta in, okay, you have a definite case that Doom Guy can be in here.
I want Masamune Date in Smash.
Really?
No.
It's like, huh?
I just started going through like the games that I have. It's just like, what dumbass thing can I say next?
Guys, female Seth in Smash.
Oh God, no.
Let's confuse all the 8-year-olds.
What's going on down there? Because I was just about to say Sam Porter Bridges.
Mommy, that lady has a man's voice. Just shut it off.
No, it's not that. It's just they're gonna learn to respect the tandem engine. All right, Batman for Smash.
Hey, there you
go. I could see him as like an echo.
Spider-Man for Smash.
I'd play him.
Batman for Smash.
Spider-Man for Smash.
Oh god, we went to the loop. Because like fucking, it's like no, I meant New 52 Batman for Smash.
No, I meant animated Batman.
Batman Beyond.
Sony Marvel Spider-Man for Smash.
Damn it.
PS1 Spider-Man for Smash. Even though he's worse.
I want a Rogue Division agent in Smash.
Interesting.
Yes. I know.
Well, to be fair, I mean, if they could put Dragon Quest Hero into it, then I could see him putting in like Division Rogue.
Yeah, I can see it. You know what I want? I want Jill Valentine for Smash.
I got one.
Dude, and if she played like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Jill?
That's what I was thinking. This is like, that would be fun.
No, I got it. John Bernthal for Smash.
Why would you put the Punisher in Smash?
Because he was also in Walking Dead.
Yeah, but we don't want him capping people's knees and let them get eaten by zombies.
I know, and then like when he does his final smash, you can hear him a mile away from his like guttural scream. Oh,
jeez, that didn't happen. Forgot about that.
I want Logic in Smash.
Why? What is he gonna do? Tell somebody to call a suicide hotline and then tell them to kill himself the very next day?
Yes. His final Smash is going to be telling people that he's biracial.
That's such a logic thing to do.
and then the fighters are gonna be so confused that they'll kill themselves.
Got him. Oh, man.
This took a very weird turn.
You love it.
If it doesn't take a weird turn, is it really a podcast? The answer is no.
Although I will say, just like for my serious answers, it would either be Ryu Hayabusa or Doom Guy.
What did I knew? I knew Ryu was going to be in there somewhere.
Of course, because I've said it before plenty of times. And now I want Blue Eyes White Dragon for Smash.
It could happen.
They could.
Although, if I had it, I'd rather just be Kaiba. It's much more versatile. He just pulls out cards and does attacks.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, oh god, it could work because of Jump Force.
Yeah, it works perfectly fine in Jump Force.
We don't talk about Jump Force.
You mean the fighting game possibly of the year last year?
Yes.
But actually, when Moopsy said that, I forgot. Those are my two: Travis Touchdown and Ryu.
Basic.
Well, because everyone else is gonna say Gino, and it's like
also if Gino for Smash.
Gay.
That's what the G in his name stands for.
Actually, now that I said it, I kind of would want Jill for a Smash, especially if it's like we said, like MVC2 Jill.
So if we're talking about people that want that make other people kill themselves, then the League of Legends community for Smash.
They're too busy waiting on the fighting game. They'll probably never come out. But no, are we good on this one?
Yeah.
So the other one was guest host.
It was pretty much a question of like, who would you want as a guest host?
Oh yeah, I think I asked the question, like, are we talking celebrities or
nigga? What celeb?
That's what I'm asking, because I still kind of don't understand the question.
I don't care. Just so long as they don't hate people unironically, I think that'd be good enough. but they need to be of a different personality and mindset than the rest of us. I want any guest host I would want? I would want a non-fighting game player as a guest host.
So Ninja.
I was gonna say Raz.
Raz is a fucking nerd.
He is not a fighting game person though. It does qualify.
It's like, is she here right now? No.
Just like I really don't have anybody other than Lee. Other than that,
He can come on at any time.
Yeah.
I asked him to.
fair enough, but that's the only person I got. I want what's up?
So I mean, like anybody at all. It doesn't matter if you know them or not. Like anyone.
Yeah, because I'll say mine. Like the one that I would want to see on the podcast as a guest host would be Ernesto.
Man, Keith David would be great. I could
Just out of nowhere.
like Keith. Like I think I would like Keith David because I can sit there just be all giddly, right? Just talking about like Sergeant Foley's on my podcast.
See, I don't know if you could. Have you? Actually, I should link you a podcast where he was on, and Moopsy might know the one I'm talking about, where he was on Double Toasted.
Oh, right.
If you can really do that with him.
That's actually true.
He seems way too serious.
Like
too serious, huh? Goddamn, well that ain't.
Yeah, like that thing we did for like Smash Season 2. Like he would just be like, I can't believe this is my life right now.
Yeah, I feel like he would definitely not be into that.
All right, fair enough.
Sorry to shit on your dreams. But no, you can still keep Keith David though. I mean, that'd be a fun one.
That'd be great.
Well,
The Johnny Cage's voice actor would also be a good one.
Because I'll say this, it would be interesting trying to get like a laugh out of the guy. Like that would definitely be a
I'd be working hella hard for that.
Yeah, that's why I think it would be an interesting dynamic.
Man, if it was up to me, I would have the Ghost of Verdance as a guest on the show.
Of course you would.
Don't look at me like that. You said anybody. And then I say a person, hey, y'all want to laugh at me? It's better than the dumb white food I would come up with.
And I wouldn't,
especially you, Jazz.
Why? I have only just brought in Noobomi. What do you want from me?
I want you to try harder. That's what I want.
For who?
Wait, you already brought a guest too.
Literally, I brought in a guest. What do you want from me? I want harder from y'all niggas.
I'm not giving you shit. Why are you lumping me in with them?
It's like,
you are here.
I'm just caught in the crossfire.
It's just like when Kobe was talking to Kanye. It's just like, how many more records you want me to break? More records. It's like, but I'm already the best. Like, are you a different animal in the same beast?
What the fuck does that mean? You're welcome.
So like, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
What the fuck is going on?
Although two guests I would want, because my sister's been watching. Apparently, Troy Baker and Nolan North have a YouTube channel where they just play like old video games.
I gotta find that now.
And it's like, I wouldn't mind having Troy Baker and Nolan North on our podcast.
Cool.
JYB, as far as voice actors go, would be another solid choice.
That'd be cool. You know what I would probably ask Keith David to try to make him laugh? It's like, so what were you thinking in, like, as you were getting into the role of Spawn when you said skullfucker?
What was running through your mind then?
And then he just looks at Joss And he just gets up and takes off his mic and walks away.
I'm out. These are the serious questions.
You still haven't said anything.
I'd almost kill a man to get Dave Chappelle on the show.
Oh my god, he'd be amazing.
God, the stories you could tell.
And it's like it would have to be a combo deal too, though, right? It's like I would get Dave Chappelle and one of his kids.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like Dave Chappelle and Keith David.
Oh no,
That would be quite an interview.
That would be that like the dynamics would be like insane.
That'd be something else.
Yeah.
Why
one of his kids?
Why one of his kids? Just so Dave would have a good time, easier time keeping up with the gaming.
Yeah, well, fair
which segues into my next guest, Terry Crews.
Terry Crews would be very cool.
He would be amazing to have. Yes.
I think AO Boom would be a good choice.
I could ask him and see what he says.
And it's like, I know you may have had beef with this person in the past, Jazz, over something minor, but I'd say Alicia X Life too.
Get out. No, I'm actually funny enough. I'm actually going to one of her weeklies online things tomorrow.
I was gonna wrench your heart out real quick. I was gonna say Alicia X Life, but she does a June cosplay.
Get the fuck out!
Ooh.
You're treading on.
See, that's how you tug the heartstrings right there.
You're treading on glass, son.
You think I give a damn about treading on glass, Jazz's glass, though? If you thought for one solitary moment that I gave a shit about Jazz, about his feelings on. Oh, hold on. Let me be very, very specific. If you think I gave a shit about how Jazz feels about this particular situation right here, you're mistaken. Because you know I love you.
Yeah. No.
Just like
that's weird to see her like that, though.
I don't care. I'm doing this to fuck with you.
I will say though that Jess has mentioned like the thought of us doing a video call podcast.
Oh, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I don't care about that. But just who Jazz's worst enemy, right? Whoever he hates the most, put him in a June cosplay.
So like Legacy Killer HD.
What if it's a man? That'd be weird.
That's what I'm saying. Like put him in a June cosplay.
Hey,
For the whole podcast, he's just staring at Jaws.
It's 2020, man. I'm gonna have to ask you to open your mind.
Yeah, Jess.
Gay.
That was basically Uno reverse card.
All right.
And then for the whole podcast, that person just staring at Jaws.
All right.
Even when he's like answering a question Moopsy said, he just will not take his eyes off Jaws.
All right. Here's another one for you. Scarlett's face actor in a June cosplay.
See, now you just trying to make me a horny little bastard.
But you're tall.
You're like the tallest person here.
You just like as soon as
what do you mean?
As soon as Baker says that, you just hear like oh, sorry guys, sorry.
Ooh, sorry, gotta mute that.
I'm not gonna lie though, when Eddie said Scarlett, I thought he was gonna say Scarlett Johansson.
That's also
that's what that racist bitch.
Oh god.
I mean, that's also a solid choice.
She's gonna dress up in Harriet Tubman and come on here.
What the fuck?
Have y'all not heard about this?
No.
She's supposed to in the talks be playing Harriet Tubman in a movie.
You mean animated, right?
No.
You wish.
I would say blame more the person that's writing that fucking story.
I wouldn't. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to get Harada and Murray on the podcast too.
Oh hell yeah!
Or Harada, I know. It'd be interesting to see like two different companies.
That would be interesting, but Their English is very bad. We'd be here for a while.
Somebody get a translator.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But
I'm just throwing things out at this point.
I find it so funny nobody said Maximilian. I'm not gonna, but I'm just saying.
As you just did.
What? Max is having a kid too soon, dude. Come on, be respectful.
I did not bring up his name.
You just
totally did.
I was like, wait,
I said I'm surprised nobody's brought him up. I'm not gonna, and then I ended my sentence.
Wait, you brought him up by saying I'm surprised nobody brought him up.
Doesn't count.
You know what? That being said, just for that, I want Sonic's Fox on the podcast.
You know, I would. I have a lot of questions for him, actually.
Is it true you're gay?
I have several questions.
Sorry.
It's just like as soon as he gets in, just go straight meme mode on him. Just, why are you gay?
You are gay. Anything he says, it's like profound and gay.
And he actually sticks around for the whole thing.
It's like on this podcast. Why, Sonic Fox? Why are you gay? More on that.
No more on that after their break from our sponsors. So, like, you guys got sponsors? No, but we're looking.
We're totally looking. It's like, you know, I'm also a furry, right? Yeah, that's nice. But why are you gay?
I mean, a furry is your choice, but why are you gay?
Just like, yeah, it's 2020. There's furries all over the place. But why are you gay? Just like it's like the furry part is like, yeah, man, who isn't a furry nowadays? Everyone's a furry, especially Venom.
Hashtag coronavirus.
I'm just looking through randomly.
Like, Jess, get yours in before he goes again.
I mean, mine isn't really that special, to be honest. I've told Moopsy this, but I would like Kawaii Face Miles.
Oh yeah, she's a sweet lady.
I actually have thought about bringing Boom on, and that might be something that might come soon. When he's a little bit less preoccupied with stuff,
right?
And as far as, like, say, celebrity goes, I'm kind of going the. I would like Wesley Snipes on here.
Damn,
I can see that.
Why did you evade taxes?
Let's not do that.
No, like, the moment fucking Venom asks that, fucking Jess is kicking Venom out of the podcast.
I just mute him completely and kick him out.
It's like, yeah, it's just like disconnect, and I'm just like, hello.
And then like he's on his screen, you've been banned. And he'd ban me too, just to prove a point.
I bet FaZe Jev would be great here. And another one, True Underdog.
That would be a very interesting one too. I can have a lot of questions asked to Underdog.
Like, this name just popped up randomly, but it's probably because I saw a movie with him earlier today. But I wonder what it would be like if Seth Rogen was on the pod.
Oh, that blazed out of his mind.
Yeah, it
would be hilarious. It would be a good time.
It would just be this for like 4 hours. Just
yeah,
he'd be vibing out.
He completely vibed out of his mind.
John Cena should be on the podcast.
You know how you have to enter, of course.
Well, from what I hear, though, he's a really big, like, control freak. That's why him and Bella, one of the Bella twins, split up.
Oh, like because he's like yeah, he is a little bit of a troll, but he's still a cool dude, though.
Hopefully.
But
and Jeffrey Dean Morgan should definitely be on the podcast.
I would only ask him Negan questions. Let's be honest here.
No, man.
I'd ask him. I'd ask him stuff about like if he'll come back on Supernatural again. In an
I forgot he
episode.
was on Supernatural.
I feel like at one point, Jazz would also say, "Oh, by the way, moves he liked you in Rampage." What?
Oh, that's right, because he was that one like federal agent.
Yeah.
With a lean. And he was also Negan with a lean.
I bet Bill Burr would be great on the podcast.
Kevin Michael Richardson would also be pretty bomb.
Shiloh Dynasty should be on the podcast.
Does Shiloh Dynasty even do anything anymore?
I don't know, and I don't care.
No, right. As long as we got.
Although I'd want Brian.
Who?
Who? You cut out.
Oh, I'd probably if we're talking comedians, I also want Brian Regan.
Of course, you cut out at the most important part, man.
I heard Brian, and I thought he meant Bryan Cranston.
He'd be cool too
on the podcast.
Yeah. Brian Regan.
I'd mostly be asking Bryan Cranston about Malcolm in the Middle stuff.
I'd be asking him about Power Rangers things, since he was like main of the monsters and stuff.
That's true.
What is it? My brother's friend, because he started a podcast. He freaking got Frankie Muniz on the first episode of his podcast.
Dang.
I know, right?
I would want Boom. All right, so Boom. I would want Logic on the podcast.
What? I knew Logic was going to come up at some.
I'm an unapologetic Logic fan, so I'll hold that. All right. Love Logic. Love Logic, man. Yeah. How dare a rapper talk about taking care of yourself? Yeah, I'm a piece of shit for liking himself. Yeah, man. There's something wrong with me for trying to take care of myself. Yeah.
Coronavirus.
You know what? This is going to be a very off the wall answer. An off the wall request. I want Kazuma Jazz's brother on the stream, the podcast.
Ooh,
that could happen, but that won't happen soon.
He's not gonna let it.
Not after the fight we did. Manhattan. I'm still paying Manhattan for the damages.
I would also want Jazz's sister on the stream, so that way it's just like, "Hi, nice to meet you. Is your brother a nerd? Yes or no?"
She would hella say yes.
Just as fast as you ask that question.
So like, is your brother? Yes, he is a nerd.
That's it, literally, especially if it's the older one, she'll say it before you do.
Before you even get a chance to ask.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. It's like, it's nice to meet you guys too. Yeah, my brother's a nerd.
I would not be surprised if she did that. No, there was one other person I was going to say. I can't remember who it was because I got sidetracked. It was actually a non-FGC person too.
Because that's who. Because I feel like that's who I would bring in. I would definitely bring non-FGC people as a whole.
I would be okay with people like in a general note sense. I would probably want people that like they play games. They don't have to be like uber gamers or anything, but they'd have to be like they'd have to know enough to be able to keep up.
Yeah, that's like, and I feel like you guys are entrenched in the FGC strong enough to make it an FGC focused stream, whereas I just play games.
That's who I wanted. I don't know if you all know who Andrea is. Andrea Renee.
Name sounds.
You might have seen like a lot of like GameStop commercials, a lot of E3 things as a host.
Oh, is she that redheaded girl?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, okay.
I would want her on the podcast because I would like to know how she got to where she was as far as like an ambassador and stuff.
Says the up and coming ambassador.
Yay! Because like her story seems very interesting. Like going from basic journalist to literal big face on E3 to literally, I think she owns a bit of the GameStop. Like she's had a very interesting rise, and I would love to hear her story on that.
And she could get Reggie Fils-Aimé too.
Probably could.
Oh yeah, because he is on the board of directors for GameStop now.
Yep. And then they bring in Doug Bowser.
Let's not.
Oh man, I was this close
Bowser
to getting
did.
bought up by Nintendo.
I know. We bring him in, and
How do you expect us to sell out to Nintendo if you keep shooting us down, Jess?
Exactly.
It's reverse psychology, man.
They're not getting. Oh, the only thing they see is just a non-moving business opportunity. You're fucking up.
and then
See,
like
that's how we get them. So they want to move it themselves.
And then, like, we get Doug Bowser on the thing, and then Moopsy just asks him the question. So, how do you feel that you're never going to be as good as Reggie Fils-Aimé?
And we're out.
I'd be more like, so what do you think are your chances to capturing Princess Peach?
This interview's over.
Who told you?
I will not be slandered by these allegations.
I'm gonna go back to memeing for a second. I want to be on the podcast.
Oh shit! See, you say that, and this is what I think about the brain that you just had right there.
What? Big brain, son. I am making galaxy brain plays right now. And it's funny that you said that because I was going to add Kawakami to the podcast too. I wanted her to be there. It's like I feel like it's such a solid idea. It's like it can't possibly go wrong. She's an adult. We're adults, kind of.
Yeah, put that kind of in there. No, man. You know who I want? Hitomi Tanaka to be on the podcast.
You know what? I thought of that earlier. I'm all like, what about Hitomi Jake?
No. You see, because if we get Hitomi Tanaka, that means we're getting Matt Muscles as well, because he's a simp for her.
He's like right outside the window.
It's alright. Can we get on Ryokita as well, dude?
No, jeez. Let's just get them all.
Please and thank you.
Get Fuko Pickup-chan too.
Oh, jeez. We're going real deep.
Well, yeah, we're going into our sexual desire.
We're just making like a big panel full of all the stars.
Welcome to our podcast featuring every fucking star ever and Alicia. No, but is there any other guests we want to add to this?
That aren't memes.
That are memes.
Oh, damn it. Okay, that aren't memes. Okay, let me be an adult for a second. Yeah.
Superman.
Superman.
If I could get their name. If Craig Fairbreast. And you want to know why I say Craig Fairbreast? Because he is Ghost voice actor.
No, that's all right.
I don't know what to say. Baker with like all the Call of Duty people.
Okay, all right, fine, bitch. You want to be like that? I want Travis Willingham on the podcast too.
That'd be amazing. I'd ask him about his old Xbox Live name.
What?
It's a story I saw about a convention once where he had like this really retarded Xbox Live name, and I'd have him tell that story on the podcast.
Nice. Good content.
That would make great content.
No, it wouldn't. Alicia. No, I'm just playing. I'm not
Man, let it go.
Boom is gonna kill me.
So then you're safe.
Let it go. She's really gonna have to wear that June cosplay if she wants to. With the way you're acting, she's gonna have to do it.
Listen, Jess is safe because fucking Eddie doesn't listen to this podcast.
Yeah, we're fine. This is the one time. Wait a minute.
The one time you get like over 100 views.
It's just me getting shat on the whole time.
If you do listen, I love everything about the weekly. Boom is my homie. I have nothing against you.
June cosplay, please.
June cosplayer riot.
It's like, but I don't even have the costume. Here you go.
I got you, fam. Wait.
It should be a writing right.
Yeah, it's okay. I have one right here. I was like, why did you have that in your closet? Don't ask questions.
This isn't the Q&A portion.
Don't
yet.
answer that, please.
This is my podcast, not yours.
I gotta tell you what, you want the answer to that? You make your own podcast, get 30 episodes in, invite me on, and then ask me.
Yeah, but is that it for a guess?
Yeah,
Pretty much. I think, yeah.
I'm just gonna say hey Tomi Tanaka again, and now I'm done.
All right.
Okay. I got one. Okay, I got one extra galaxy brained. One more idea. All right. The narrator for Soul Calibur series.
Oh, you
The
mean
voice-
I feel
The
like
voice
we have a
Paul
bunch
St.
of them.
Well, okay. Soul Calibur 6's narrator and announcer.
yeah, that's
I'm cool for that.
that's Paul St. Peter,
Yeah.
the guy who does the voice of Xemnas in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, that's why you know.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And then we have to bring Leon as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd actually be a pretty cool one, actually. He'd probably have a billion questions.
Yeah, he would definitely take over for that.
But I guess, is there any more side stories we have? Because we kind of already hit the one I was going to bring, which is Reggie getting the GameStop.
Oh, damn. The only other thing that I even had to talk about was Warzone, because I like to bring my non FGC subjects into here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was already a subject because I guess you had me in mind. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, well, cool. That's that. I could talk about the Division 2 if you want.
Oh yeah, wait, did his update already come?
Oh, it's been out for a week and a half now.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. The DLC that came out, it was actually damn good. I should stream it one day, just so you guys could have like a visual representation of the changes that were made. It's just that there was a shit ton of bugs on launch. They're working on fixing those, and like the difficulty, son. Oh my god! Like there's actual. Is when I say role play. Given the company that I keep, if I say role play, you guys might think the wrong thing.
I mean,
and that's exactly it. There's whips and chains everywhere. No, I'm fucking with you, but it's.
I mean, that's
no. The harder content actually requires people to play tanks, damage dealers, and like you would definitely need a dedicated healer if you could.
So actual, what's the word I'm looking for?
MMO.
Yeah, kind of.
Like MMO roles for the harder content, yeah. For the easier stuff, anybody could just pretty much just do what any dumb player can do and just, hey, we passed, all right, hooray. But in that harder, that harder content, man, it's just like you definitely need somebody that's gonna tank the bullets and do the damage and make sure people stays topped up and everything like that. It definitely brought a lot of interest into the game because people aren't passing things. People are struggling very, very hard to get through these things. Some of it's impossible. There is some tuning I think that needs to be done, but all in all, it made the game better. Like you could see the skeleton of what they're trying to get done, and then in typical Ubisoft fashion, they need to work on it some.
Fair enough.
Yeah, man.
Wait, is there a battle pass in Division?
And there's also a battle pass in there too.
Okay. Is there a cooler looking mask?
There are more hunters that you can find out in the open world and puzzles and everything that you can do to get more mass and everything. But even then, even with the battle pass, it gives you great gear. And there's even some exotics in there as well.
I still have yet to play it. I have it now. I just have to play it.
What, the Division 2?
Uh-huh.
Why? What made you get it? Because it was on sale
$3.
for $3?
Yeah.
You know the
why I
DLC
bought
didn't
it.
come with that, right?
Yeah, I was gonna get it eventually if I ever really wanted to play it.
If it was on sale again.
Yeah, like it's like $3. I mean, come on, $3.
I think Baker
meant
meant the DLC. Or
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I'm talking about the game.
Yep. But the improvements to the loot and everything is just in the core game. Because they simplified the gear and then they gave it a meter to let you know, like, hey, how good this gear is. So you know if you got something shit or you got something great. It's a step. It's a step in the right direction.
Fair enough. But yeah, I didn't even realize that came out. I knew it was coming out. It's just I didn't realize it was coming out. That's it.
Those have been the two games that I've been playing. I've been playing Wars. I've been playing Call of Duty, and I've been playing The Division. I sprinkled some Monster Hunter in there whenever I could, but like the other games, and Yakuza 3, of course, because I streamed it yesterday. Mix of that, but everything else I've pretty much dropped because my interest has just gone straight to that.
Of course. Anything else you wanted to add on them?
No, man. It's just I'm playing cool games, man.
Fair enough. I'm mainly just waiting till April 3rd to start playing cool games.
Well, I mean, you could be playing cool games now.
I could, but I don't want to play those games.
They're not cool enough.
And you call yourself cool.
Yes. Yes, I do.
For bonus points, I'll call them cool.
Yeah. No, I'm mainly saving the money because literally, if I wanted to get everything I wanted in the next 3 months, it would be like $500 something. So I'm picking and choosing.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that means my next technically my next real big one, the 20th, because of what's it called, Doom, but like the real big one for me, the 3rd.
And that's for Resident Evil.
Correct.
Yeah, man. I'm good. I've got everything I wanted to say.
Anyone else?
I'm good.
Cool. I guess we can close then.
All right. So, I guess I'm closing.
Plugs.
Okay. I mean, yeah, plugs. I'll if you've been hopefully you've been watching this on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/MrMoopsy. I've also got a new video out on my YouTube. I've heard some positive reactions to it, which is nice. And yeah, just go check out my Twitch, check out my my YouTube and check out my Twitter. All Mr. Moopsy.
Nice. I will go next. You can find me at all things Cosmos Jazz. I am working on another which should be done by tomorrow. Well, for the first part anyway. And it'll be like, I love that you said yesterday it was Spawn, Eddie. Mm-hmm. Which, if it wasn't the fact I didn't care really much for Mortal Kombat, it probably would have been.
It actually wasn't Spawn. I was wrong.
Nope, it wasn't Spawn.
What? How dare you?
It was.
I lost a lot of money on that five.
No, it's a Hummer.
Who?
Hummer from Samurai Shodown.
Oh. Wait, I thought you did that already.
No, I did a trailer for that.
You did a trailer reaction? I thought you did the Legacy already.
No.
What the hell did I watch?
The trailer for the Legacy.
What? Oh, okay. That's what the hell I watched. It was a trailer. Yeah. Who the fuck does that? Who does that? You're an asshole. You know that?
I'm actually not the only one who does that. There's a bunch of people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we talked about this earlier today, Jess, before the pod started.
This is beneath you. I am so disappointed in myself for not even noticing the difference like that. Oh my goodness, yeah. Okay.
I definitely took a lot more stuff to do this one than the Soul Calibur one, so I'm excited for that one to drop tomorrow, even though it's had every single setback ever to possibly happen, including a tornado taking out the power and ruining my recording of it. Mm-hmm. So that was fun. But that should be tomorrow, and then we're going to do some other stuff, and so on and so forth, until Resident Evil comes out, which I will be taking 2 days off for that and just playing that those 2 days.
Right.
And as for anything else, I think that's it, because I'm not really going anywhere. Thanks, Corona. Oh, yeah, and Final Round, but that's a whole nother story. But, yeah, happy March, and I hope everyone's doing well, and stay safe. Wash your damn hands. And
speaking of washing your hands, after you do wash your hands, you can find me on Twitter.
use your freshly cleaned hands to type me up on Twitter.
Damn, that's great. That is great. Yeah, I wish all of my socials were the same. They're not the same yet. I'm working on it though. My Twitter is Baker_the icon. I'm actually actively trying to tweet more about my gaming life, achievements that I do, whatever I got playing, whatever I'm playing, whatever content that I'm working on, and stuff like that, which you would find on my YouTube channel at Just Baker. You'll find the Yoshimitsu icon. Actually, I'm even thinking about changing it too.
Nice.
Like, just not even have a character there and replace like the background of the character with like a crown or something, because we're all kings around here, dog.
That's how you end up like that. Maybe you drop this.
Yeah, like, excuse me, can you drop this? Just drop the crown. Just finally pick it up and put it on my head. Just all right, thank you. I think my Instagram is still Baker_Prime, but I'm gonna change that and try to post there too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the whole. It's like the main reason why I don't post on social media is because I'm playing games. But it's like, why not make playing games my social media? And I'm trying to find that balance and all of that. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Appreciate you. Take care.
Have a good night.
Motherfucker. Plug yourself.
Nope. Have a good night.
Well, just I have a YouTube. I haven't posted in a while, so but just look me up with Venom87542. Like always, I'll hopefully have some stuff up soon. Hopefully.
Let me ask you something, Venom. Have you ever posted a video from episode 1 of the podcast?
Was I on the first episode?
Yeah, from when we started doing this shit, have you ever uploaded a video at all of any sort?
Well, I don't have PC recording stuff.
You don't need it.
You kind of don't.
Not really.
It just makes it. It just, if anything, your way is a lot simpler because all you have and all you need is the system. As a matter of fact, the way that Jazz and I do it is much more complicated.
Way more complicated.
Yep.
Well, then no.
Make content, damn you.
Either that or like, just say I'm fine here because I'm not gonna make any more content.
I can't say that. Not to my adoring fans.
All two of them.
One of them died from Corona actually earlier.
All one of them. Yeah.
I want to end the stream with a dumbass question to ask everybody here.
What's that?
Before we leave this podcast, I want everybody to think about this real quick. All right, I want you to uphold the highest amounts of memory in your head brains.
Okay.
If you're ever clapping Chronica's cheeks from the back, would you think you would need to use a plunger to pull her hair because she has done? Think about it. Think about it. Hear me out on this, right? She's bald.
I don't know what's worse. The fact that you were asking that question is cut out for me halfway through.
Oh my god, it cut out. No.